Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Welcome to the Great Flat Earth British think tank and what is an epic Flatterday night. Rejoice, behold, it's Flat Earth British. Comms are all sounding really good, so you'll have to take me rough and ready. I'm afraid today has been a really busy time on Flat Earth British. I've had a really busy week. All will be revealed, all will be talked about in this post, and we have a fantastic presentation for you also. So it is good to see you. The love in the chat is just like, wow. So I want to see who turns up tonight. I've shared this out far and wide, and I just want to see who's in chat tonight. Just intrigued. So let's have a few shoutages. Does that Melage just turned up? So good to see you all anyway. Wherever you are on this plane, brothers and sisters, we're going to have a fantastic time. You're just going to keep me company and we're going to chill out, okay? I'm become some sort of like a guru master of not giving a fuckness. Yeah, I'm going to show you how it's done. That's my special ability. That's my superpower. Yeah, not giving a fuck. Hippie Shake, good to see you, my sister, who's Teresa, who's also Welsh. I'm Welsh. Yeah. It's in Britain, you know. Damien H, are we there yet? Yes, we must set sail right now. Okay, so let go all ropes. Okay, it's going to be easy going all the way. It's going to be only moderate, hardly any tide at all. Okay, so literally like a pleasure trip. So do enjoy. It might be strange on the Brian. Don't worry about it. I'm feeling really flat earthy. Yeah. Do you know what that feeling feels like? Well, it's like Tartarian, but it's flat earthy. It's a mix of both. So I've been feeling particularly flat earthy today. It's because the release of my second book this week, which is rather exciting. We're going to have a look at that now in a little sneak preview. Some of you are actually in it. All of you, in fact. The Great Flat Earth British think tank. And we're going to have a look at what is going to be the contents. Or what are the contents, because it's out. Not past tense. No. So we'll have a look at that. I tell you what we're going to be doing. It's rather exciting. Okay. See how I managed to keep going, because I'm actually quite splattered. I was in a hangout last night with Stuffed Beagles, our Beegs. Do you know him? He's in one of the Carolinas, and it was like 3.5 hours. Absolutely wicked little Skype call recorded. Unfortunately, the call didn't record the sound. Spewing, absolutely spewing. Don't know what to do about that either. So sorry, I haven't told you yet, Beeks. I just did. Spewing, mate. All right. 3.5 hours, nearly 4 hours of juiceness, and they never recorded the volume. And I've been told, you know, this is like the second time that's happened to me. And Campbell said this happened to him as well. They just don't upload or don't do the fucking audio. Bastards. So what we're going to talk about, this is exciting. Now, I, as a flat earther, I collect flat earth literature. In fact, I collect newspaper articles and flat earth books from the so-called bygone era. If you want to call it Tartaria, Victoriana, or Edwardian, it's up to you. Okay. So I collect Tartarian flat earth books. Okay. I have many. I have them all. And I have been sharing them out for years with all the community and flat earthers, these books, because I've collected them all. Early on, I collected all of the Synthetic and the Robotham, and I went through it all with a fine-tooth comb to know what this was all about before I even spoke about it. So as not to look, you know, a fool. So I collected them. So I went through a few of them today because of one little contact from a guy called Conrad concerning an expedition from a guy called Swanton. And he went in an exploration in the early Edwardian period to Alaska and Siberia, and basically interviewed all of the indigenous peoples, which are pretty much like, I guess, Native American types, Indians. And they gave a narrative exactly the same as what we know. Yeah, it's just so uncanny, you know. So we're going to go through a few old books, only 2 or 3, just to show you the wealth okay, of information that came out in the late 1800s concerning the flat Earth. I mean, unbelievable, and overwhelming evidences and proofs in my mind. Okay, my Brian. So I'll have a look at a few of them. Okay, just to start, I'm going to look at my bookage. We're going to have a think about shells. We're going to have a think about a lot. Rome Mudluge. Okay, I got some wicked shots of Rome Mudluge we're going to go through, and I can't actually fucking remember. Oh, Martin. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I collected some stunning Phoenician art for us to go through. We're going to look into derelict Tartarian properties. That's quite fantastic. And London 1947 in HD. And images of the day, which are pretty epic and always fun. And then at the end, whatever time's left, we're going to batter shit out to NASA just cause, you know, I get a buzz doing it, really. So we're going to do some NASA destroying and have a giggle at the awesome stupidity that is NASHoles. Okay, because I can and I will. I'm a flat earther and I get a buzz on it as well. So epic. Oh yeah, life for real. Yeah, life for real. Should we just think, fuck it, live in the now? Okay, just use this magic moment that we're all sharing together, wherever we are on this plane, whoever we are, whatever country we're in, doesn't even matter anymore. It's just us, like a family, yeah, all thinking the same. You know, there's trust, there's love, and it's honest. It's just the most beautiful thing. Yeah, it's envied. It's envy because everyone else is just fucking full of shit. Their own asses. It's awful. That's the state of the world, though. Is this Pete Shea in my chat, H? It's been a long while, Martin. Yeah, Pete Shea, where you been, mate? I hope everything's okay with you. Nice to see you, my brother. Love shirt as well. Right, let's have a squiz through. It's good to see you. I'm really happy. It's been a really weird week. I can't go into it all, but I tell you what. Ask and you shall be given. Okay, the universe has indeed spoken. Put it that way. Steve, we live in Monty Python world. I think they told us everything in the meaning of life. Every sacred sperm. Victoriana, good to see you, lovely. Brown Eye CB. Hiya, lovely. CJM, I love NASA blasting. Fuck yeah, and me. It's buzzy, isn't it? Angela Baby Carson. Leave in chat because I like to watch Martin on the big screen. That sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm not really HD friendly though. Kind of feeling a bit. I was up till like 2 o'clock with this hangout last night, and I couldn't sleep after. And I'm like hanging this morning, and I had so much work on, you know, stuff with, you know, the next book. Believe it or not, it's just everything is happening all at once. And this book is coming is sure, and next week, or the next couple of weeks, it will be out on Amazon, and the next month it'll be in my hands in a physical form. Okay, and it's the first of its type. Nobody's been speaking about Mudflood and Tartaria in literature before, and I go in deep. Yeah, I go in with steel toe cap boots in the bollocks is what I go in like. Yeah, really fucking hard. But I put it into layman's terms because I did realize, although the rating has gone up on my first book, I do realize that I maybe should have dumbed it down a bit for the, you know, public consumption, because it was a little bit, you know, me. It was a little bit, you know, it might be baffling to many, but not the flat earth community. Anyway, Life for Real. I like that name. Pete Shea, Martin Liedtke, British think tank, Leaky. Yeah. He's always, see him there. You pick a part code in anything. I seen dodos recently, and I seen a duckbill platypus today. They are real. I know, really cute and lovely, but highly venomous. I hear. Shells do line up with a chakra. How about this? This came in off colorblind. I love this one. Thinking in terms of Phoenicians and the fuckers hiding. Okay, until we discovered them and they sort of appeared. I busted, and then the world got locked down. The rest is history. Blah blah blah. Colorblind, who was absolutely lovely human being, suggested, "Oh, I wondered if shells are some sort of cloaking device," and then I was like, whoop, 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 in my Brian. Why? Because I've had some UFO experiences in my life, like, you know, like basically a UFO the size of Wembley Stadium disappearing into a slit in the sky, something as big as a stadium disappearing into something really, really little, like, phew. So that shit exists in my brain. Yeah, I've got, you know, unfortunately, my only witness is no longer with us. Yeah. So, I just have to take my word for it. So, when she said that, I was like, because I always thought at the time, it's like I went on and, you know, looked around the newspapers and, you know, online to find out if anyone else had seen it in my community, and nobody had. So I thought, like, oh yeah, it's just uncloaked for me. I'm you know, I'm a partner at the time. I was like, this is it was just the most mind-blowing thing. Anyway, so I thought, yeah, that's fucking fantastic. That is fantastic, I think. So I really, really like that. Anyway, on with the show. Alva Billy's here. Carlos Russo is here. Much love to you, my brother, and also to you, Billy, my brother. If you shake a head there. I have fairies who shouting our brother in arms who's dragon sage. Some of the emails and some of the message I have, people put so much faith into this community and love. It's just like, you know, fuck me. Jane, Plain of God, I like that. And Dean, who's my friend in Hawaii, which is really, really fantastic. So yeah, I covered a lot of subjects last night. I actually burnt my Brian out with talking. So, but I saved that all up for tonight. You'd have been in luck. Martin is a mash, and I reckon, Steve, I used to nickname myself Maz. You know, when I was in the Merchant Navy, you know, basically when you go into different countries, be the fuck you want, because nobody knows you. So a couple of countries, like I used to, they say, what's your name? And I say, my name's Maz. Oh, Maz. Or whatever country they were in. Love, good to see you. Beetlejuice, crazy enough for you, yeah? No. Bring it on. Stevie. I reckon, though, these motherfuckers, yeah, I reckon they've poisoned us all again. Why do I think this? Well, I took a photograph yesterday, posted it on Facebook of an unbelievable sun halo. And then, lo and behold, on my Facebook this morning, people in China posting exactly the same phenomena, these sun dogs. So they're putting something up in the air, and, you know, the sky was beautifully blue in the morning. They come along with the grid pattern, you know, the chem planes, and then there was this haze, and then it was just a magnified light. It felt weird, you know, like when an eclipse happens and you feel that cold shadowiness. I was feeling that. It was like the clouds were like proper cutting out any sun rays. It was like, oh fucking hell, I don't like this. I feel really cold. I better go home. You know? So it's fucking wrong. I think they're really up to something. Massive chemtrails up here yesterday. Was it Mel? My friend Noel, who's just come back from Malta and he's in London, he posted yesterday morning, the skies were blue. He said, he actually stated on my Facebook, it was like the 1980s for clarity. It's just not a cloud in the sky. So, you know, it's just, it depends where you are. Yeah, it was just fucking terrible. But that sundog's the best I've photographed. I photographed one about 3 years ago with a rainbow in it, but not like this. This one's a whole fucking thing. Really super duper. So I'll show you that a little bit later on. I believe in fannies. That is a profound statement there, Steve. No sheep. Steve No Sheep. You'd be popular in Swansea with a name like that. Brian Tucker. No offense to people from Swansea, obviously. Brian Tucker, hello in the spirit guides. Angels, are you leading in a way? So I had a discussion last night concerning the angel Michael, or the Archangel Michael, who is probably an electrical force, maybe, or probably, been here a little while. And I got told that he, or this entity, who is the Archangel Michael, has possessed certain people on the realm. And it was really interesting what he came out with. And I went and checked, and I was like, fucking hell. And it was David Gann out of Depeche Mode. And it was, who's apparently got the possession of the Archangel Michael. Went on stage or all the time. I don't even know. But he doesn't know. And Michael Hutchins, we all know what happened to him. Okay. Him too. Now, the really uncanny thing about it is they're very much like Elvis as well. And if you watch Depeche Mode, and if you watch In Excess, okay, live on stage, the similarities are spooky. Not only do they move the same, act the same, yeah, decades apart, these concerts, you know, there's 90s and then there's like later concerts, but the face as well. You'd have to have a look for yourself. Don't take my word for it. When I was watching, I was like, oh, fuck me. There might be really something in there. Captain Rankin shirt. Okay, Captain Rankin, good to see you, my friend. LVK shirt, good to see you. Mike James is here. Arno van Zeben is here. Where's Anne-Marie de Gun? I don't know, but I sent invitations out to everyone on my Instagram. I sent 1,000 invitations out just to make sure that everybody knew. Oh, I hope my Facebook don't go fucking clickety-click all night. Don't send me anything, anyone, for a little bit. Yeah, they are moody bastards, Depeche Mode. They are like, you know, a bit depressing, aren't they? Useless. I'm bringing you down. Yeah, just a fucking bit. You better shut up. So, oh, there she is, colorblind. Be regaining in Ohio for a couple of days. Oh, good for you, Liv. I hope you are recharged, revitalized. Thanks for your support, Brennan. Brennan is Bumblebee Tuner. Just modded you, Brennan. I can't believe I didn't do it before. Don't smile at me. Captain Rankin. Rankin, full stop. And Dragon Sage said that. Michael there. Chemtrails, stopping people growing their own healthy, abundant food. Well, and all the food's not Monsanto anyways. I hardly anything out of it. Should have propagated big seed stocks when I had the chance. I thought about it too, but kept moving about and stuff. Fucking never had a chance. Miserable cunts. Bold statements. But it's true. Yeah, they are. You'd be like, you don't go to a concert to feel all down and miserable, do you? You want to be dancing. You want your body to, involuntarily move, don't you? Even if you don't want to dance. There's some countries, right, guys, when they go to concerts, everyone stands there and don't dance. Yeah? It's fucking shit. Every time I go to a concert, I'm like, come on, fucking, I'll poke them. I'll poke you with a stick if you don't dance. And I will or not. I'll poke you with a stick if you don't dance. I will maketh you dance. I'll spike the punch. You will all be fucking dancing. You should be dancing. So anyway, like I said, don't take life too seriously. Let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy the now together, okay, guys, and make it special, make it fantastic, because it's down to us, you know. People create their own realities. If you want it to be fantastic and fucking super fantastic, yeah, it will be. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, Fanny Adams. There's another Fanny Adams. Two of them. Two's too many. There can only be one. Stop sending me stuff, people. God, it's been like manic for the last hour or more. So who's that? I can't see that name. Sorry, it was blacked out. Be off critter. Wear a crash helmet. It's raining Chinese space rockets. Yeah. Or a fucking joke. I can't even be bothered commenting on it, you know. The good news is it's going to be maybe exciting. I heard somebody just told me, I think it was Teresa, that Nick Funkit Word with Flatty McFlatface have done some sort of GoFundMe. They got like 3K or something, and they're going to go and do that Eric experiment. So super fantastic if they can pull it off, you know. Set squares 10 miles, 66.6 miles. Yeah. We do need some water because I got a feeling the Globies will say, you don't know the topography. There could be some sort of, incline or decline elevationary wise, they will fucking pull that no matter where you are. You'd have to find 10 miles pure flat. I suggest maybe the size of the Bedford level experiment for historical fucking factor. Might have a 10-mile stretch lane there, at least 6 if it was cut back. I reckon. And where else, could they do such an experiment? But anyway, doable, quite exciting, and bring a load of attention to the flat earthers. Yeah, so that is really good. We need to see something like that because it's been a bit, not much happening in the way of experiments in the flat earth community just lately, isn't it? Now there's 2 going down and more happening. So we'll be following this and supporting it with our eyes on it. Okay, guys, I definitely will be following it. Okay, I love anything like this. It's great. It's been a while. Lincolnshire or Norfolk. Yeah, well, they are really, really flat. You've got to get 10 miles straight. Like I said, they don't want the Globies pulling up this topography factor, with England. Because what I'm trying to say is even if you got a completely flat 10 miles, you can't 100% say that the topography is not like, falling away slightly or inclining slightly, is what I'm saying, because it won't show up on topography. It'd have to, it could be very, very slight. So, they can always throw factors like that in as well, so it's doable. And once you don't have to go 100 feet. You don't have to go. The first 100 feet would prove it was flat. The first mile would kill it. So don't need 10 miles. Anyway, Brian. So yeah, it's going to be a very flat earthy blog. This we're going to be digging in deep with the flat earth. Okay, Martin likes to do nothing better to talk about flat earth. Okay, I really, really do. Raw Poet, hello everybody. So it's getting big. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking flat earth again as well, which I'm really happy about. It sort of went quiet when everyone just started dropping flat earth and giving their energy to the beast. Yeah. Do you hear me talking about it? That word, I ain't going to say it. Do you hear me ever go? I go on about it when I dish in it with a not give a fuck attitude, guys, is all. Yeah, but you won't hear me talk about it. I have 100 links a week sent to me concerning, oh, it's game over. Oh, I'm feeling so. I couldn't give a fuck. Good. Hurry up already. You know what I mean, guys? Fuck me. Fucking pussies in this place. Ignore the topography. Yeah. I know. I'm saying, yeah, I know, but I'm saying them motherfuckers, and you're just trying to think what they'll come up with, because they're going to try and wiggle out of this once it proves it's flat. And there she is there. Good to see you. Nice to have you here again. Okay, so 454 of you on a Flatterday on the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel. I decided to come on here because basically I want my Martin Liedtke channel to sort of catch up. It's a little bit busy, as is everything. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. This is exciting. I can't actually wait to get the physical copy in my hand. A couple of you are in this, all of you, because Flat Earth British, Mel, Campbell is in it, Carla Redpill. Give her a shout as well for that old UNESCO video she put out years ago. Loads of people. Shouted to I could really. Anyway. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get underway. Let's talk about the reset. Let's talk about a book. Okay, there it is. It came out on Kindle. It will be out on Amazon in the next few weeks. Keep an eye out. You probably take. I will tell you as soon as you'll be able to get pre-orders on it. But there's a lovely little photograph taken by Jazz Soldier, who is in Chattage right now. So, shall we take a little look inside and see what we're going to talk about? Okay, this is very, very exciting. To kind of blow this up, Penny, can I? So there's my shoutage off of Campbell, who you all know is Autodidactic channel. Okay, really lovely little shoutage. One in Italian. Okay, I speak fluent Italian. Yeah, I do. But it's a translation, and that is about high school life, translated by my friend Albino, who is my counterpart in Italy, sort of. Okay. And the content. I wish my website was back. I'm feeling about crying about that. So straight in with Tavistock Institute. Now, early on, maybe about 10 years ago, I read the entire everything that Edward Bernays put out concerning social engineering. So I was on it by the time all of this came about. I'll give you a bit of info here about my work, what I'm doing, and where I'm going. You may have already know that I've produced a video channel called Flat Earth British, and that I'm a hardcore flat earther. In mind, Brian, in my mind. Enough people are chipping away at NASA. Okay, we'll do that again now. So between my research, I do what I know as flat earth activism as well. I do that. I might do a little bit more as well, but maybe not. I'm not so sure. I got too much on. Recently, I joined with many of the flat earthers, which is a hell of a buzz for me and a brilliant team building, which it is. Okay. The thing is, because of the research I've done, I'm doing online communities. I've gotten involved in and bringing together a big flat earth think tank. That's you guys. Which you can check on this website, which is no longer existing at the moment. Bummer, especially with all this happening. As a result of things we've unearthed, I wanted to put it in together in a format that people could keep. When my publisher, Beauty Books, offered to put my work into words on a page, I thought our creator and a hand in getting this noise out to more people, and thankfully accepted the new challenge. The first book revealed the secrets of flat Earth. Okay, so there's a lot more attention I noticed on my first book, and my ratings went up a couple of weeks ago, so a lot more people might be reading it, I'm not sure. How the controllers are deceived. The second book's asked many questions about what's happening over the centuries, right up to when the marketing was used as a tool to sway people's minds. You may know of men like Edward Bernays and his work of marketing and how you can sway their decisions. So should we have a look what's in here and what I've been talking about? Pick apart Big Bang, evolution, tell everyone about Tavistock Institute. First chapter, globe lie, the globe lie. Okay, so let's have a look at what contents we have. Let's go back a bit to the beginning. And I'll show you what we're talking about in this. So it's everything really that you can think of. Okay, so we start with globe lie, opening minds to questions, me as a flat earther, a spiritual awakening, time to revamp the system. Okay, introduction, where do I begin? What is it all about? They can never stop the truth. Our souls know. Protesting people, piecing together the past, the Lord of Entropy, my intentions, timescales, the new dawn, the level of the lie. So what's in it for me? What do you want? So chapter 1, the history lie. So this gets pretty fucking juicy pretty quick. Okay, this book. So how ancient is ancient? Ancient civilizations, recent. Ancient technology, India and Arabia, Americas, Europe, inner science. Possible reset date, the Greenland theory, the power of Rome, and the Great Fire of London and the Last Crusade for Cluage. History is a lie, castles and chandeliers, cowboys and Indians, and the streets of San Francisco. A Quim Martin production. Media is a lie, space is a lie, and the reset generation. Yeah, I know. Nobody's actually wrote about all this before. It's fantastic, isn't it? Are the answers in architecture? Fuck yeah. Nature and buildings, Asian East, the Americas, Pumapunko and Easter Island, Africa, built by giants. Fuck yeah. Castles and star forts, empty cities, mental asylums, vanished expositions, Brunel, train stations, ports, palaces, ancient clues, Quibbler compass, electricity conductors, advanced energy, magnetic water, resonance, and evidence of high cultures. Ka-ching! Yeah. Are we going backwards? Fuck yeah. Entropy, nature's way. Destructive, mankind's way. Rewritten history. Art of apocalypse. We look into the Sutton Hoo Hort, Hieronymus Bosch, Giovanni Battista, Piranesi, my favorite, Camille Flammarion, the Gallagher books, decoding music. So we look into contemporary music as well, and artistic clues, which we go into all the time on Flat Operation. What do the maps reveal? So this is an exciting bit. We go right into maps here, guys. Okay, really cool chapter about maps. Okay, so Buddhist maps, the old Kawabashi map I found years and years and years ago. Shouldn't have fucking told everybody before I actually told everybody. Mapamundi, the Pierce Reese map, Azimuthal maps, and Theatre of Sky and Earth, which is fantastic. Arab maps and a cataclysm. I'm going to have to show this Theatre of Sky and Earth again on this channel if you haven't seen it. How old is photography? Ooh. Photography, the 1800s, three-legged horse, Vanilla Skies. You may remember the three-legged horse. Egypt, Time Life magazine, people's buildings, vehicles, air, sea, and land. What's the true age of photography? Linked to Freemasonry, a very peculiar discovery, and just for laughs. So that very peculiar discovery is the airship in San Francisco. Okay. Who are the major players? Nostradamus was your flat earther. The Bible Code, remote viewing, greenhouse effect, timeline tweaking, controller thinking. Henry VIII. Agincourt and the Somme saboteurs of the 17th century, Antichrist Sabbatean movement, Sir Christopher Wren, the Carnegies and the Astors, the Rothschilds, mad as fuck, King George III, New World Order, aliens, question mark. The Tale of Three Cousins, and I go into the Prince of Wales, King George V, Kaiser Wilhelm, and Tsar Nicholas II of Russia, my local area. How do they reset history? Okay, chapter 7. What part does Satan play? Betwixt the devil and the Duke Blue Sea, Satan's dates of British disasters. And because I'm Welsh, I included the Aberfan disaster. Okay, always close to my heart. Hillsborough crush, which is horrible. The Lockerbie disaster, Dunblane School massacre, all happened on date in the Satanic calendar. Vatican archives, what's hidden in the archives, Hitler and the Vatican. Okay, so there are some quite controversial subjects in here. I'm not sure if they're like, get me shot subjects. Not that I give a fuck. Why are we constantly at war? Okay, the Jesuits, did they play both sides? Fuck yeah. 7 Years' War, Lisbon, plagues, strange phenomena, the Ice Age, a species in amnesia, the Indus Valley civilization, lest we forget the Portaloo massacre and the Dresden war crime. Glad they got that baby in. Slags and nationalism, is it all to divide us? But yeah, bombing all over the world. Local Cold War hoax bunkers, LSD in Wales. So I had a little chapter about Operation Julio, because I'm Welsh. We're human guinea pigs. But yeah, well, I'm not actually in the experiment, I'm happy and proud to say. Inhuman abilities, was bubonic plague a hoax? But yeah, alchemy, hearts of gold, wigs, ritual magic and changes in consciousness. Himmler's castle of Wiesenberg, Germany, blood flag, the blood flag, the Essenes, I go into the Essenes quite a bit. 5G, fasces, reset to Bedlam. I've included 5G, guys. I don't know if they actually talked about that in books before, in this frame of reference. The Renaissance of Resonance, I should say. Mental illness linked technology, but yeah, damaging our essence, memory of water. See, everything is in here. Your children's future. We should read that. 10. The Holy Grail, the Great Reset, history, but not as we know it. UNESCO. That was shared by Carla Redpill. I hope you're in chat, Carla. You did say you were joining the show, because I wanted to let you know. Stories of gentle giants. Yeah. Why destroy history? The Phoenician death cult. Other evidence of the Great Reset. Fuck me, it's all in here, isn't it? History repeating itself. Technology from another era. Clues to our past in films. Reverse engineering technology. Polar flipping. And fashions and products we buy. Yeah, I know. Is there an answer to all of this? Our awakening. Brave troopers. Martin's mindset. And spread the healing. But yeah, we are epic at spreading love and healing vibes. Reset scenarios, station of creation. So what is next? And then that is it. Okay, there's a lot to end off with. We're going to lucid dreamings, everything that we talk about, guys. So, okay, so it's a fantastic thing. I can't wait to get a physical copy anyway, guys. And I'll give you a little taster when it comes in then, okay? So where's that Carla Red pill? So yeah, I call absolutely literally everything out in that. And part 2, just go deeper, and that'll be out this year as well. So a lot of people are waiting for the physical copy, and I don't blame them. This is in the descriptions box below. I will stick it in chat later for this. And you can buy the 2 in a set as well. Okay, on here, I think it's by here. Yeah, by there. Okay. Where you can get the Holy Grail of our Flat Earth, and there'll be a 3rd along, so it will be a trilogy. Okay, and probably more. Anyway, on with the show. Expeditions. This is really, really interesting and quite mind-blowing. So the Jesup North Pacific Expedition. Okay, so it was between 1897 and 1902. A major anthropological expedition to Siberia and Alaska and the northwest coast of Canada. Okay, so I suppose the expedition was to investigate the relationship among the peoples at each side of the Bering Straits. Now, they've been on about a crossing across this Bering Straits for just about ever. In my Brian, they must have had one in the past. The people who live in this community, they all know the Earth's flat in this area as well. And the Chinese, they've been building bridges like longer than this, So there's an island in the middle, so it's a short hop across to the island, and then a short across, and then America and Asia are connected. So I strongly feel that in the age of Tartaria, when we had the highways and the balloons and everything else, that this would have been connected. And I don't think there was much distinction between the people on both sides, guys. I really don't. As you will see, okay, there wasn't. So I got to link this. So it's an American Museum of Natural History book where this guy had talked to the Haida of Queen Charlotte Islands, which are basically these ones here. And basically what they say is this. Okay. So the Haida, let me just fit that. Natural phenomena. According to the Haida, the Earth is flat and has a circular outline. Above this hangs a solid firmament like an inverted bowl. And upon its top is the sky country, inhabited by some supernatural beings. Ka-ching. According to one tale, there are about 5 of these sky countries, one above the another. But they play no very real important part of Haidan stories or heathen religious beliefs. On the lower side of the firmament are fastened the sun and the moon and the stars and clouds, though not tightly as to prevent them from moving about. So Mr. Henry Eatonshaw gave me the following account of some of the constellations. He obtained it from his father, Chief. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, they are flat earthers, and they definitely think that there's a domage, and it's all in the firmament. So beneath the firmament stretches an expanse of sea. So these people know, guys, upon which 2 islands are floating. Inland country, or Haida land, and seaward country, or mainland. Mind blow, that is. It's just mind blow. Yeah. Back me. That's brilliant. There seems to be a notion that the surface of this sea rises gradually towards their own country. The firmament rises and falls at regular intervals, and the clouds which strike against the mountains in consequence produce a noise. It may be distinctly heard, but it's quite different from thunder. Yeah, I know about it. Although it's said to float, the Haida country, at least, has a firmer foundation in the shape of a great supernatural being called Sacred One standing and moving. Sacred One standing and moving. Just absorb that a minute, if you don't mind. In turn rests upon a copper box, by what supports that they do not say. Copper box, a bit like God's footstool, isn't it, that bit? Neither do they attempt to explain how mainland is supported, apparently because the knowledge is the business of the mainland people. Oh, right, I get it. Upon the breast of the Sacred One standing and moving rests a lower of the pole or pillar extended to the sky. Axis Mundi or Mount Meru. And when he is about to move, there will be an earthquake. Martin, whatever that is, runs up it according to the thunderous noise which produces. In the days when Sacred One standing and moving was still traveling upon the earth, he killed the first mallard duck upon the islands. Okay, I don't think that's massive fucking importance. But anyway, holy fuck. Beneath the firmament stands an expansive sea upon which 2 islands are floating. Fuck me, I'm going with this. I'm going with this, guys. Wow. Somebody was saying, and I was just picked up upon, and I was thinking about it. Oh, actually, it was Lee. That if you take a black person to a cold country, they heat up. They heat up. Almost as if that they are more inclined to be, better off in a cold climate. It's if you think that like people are black because of heat of the sun and hot countries, I don't think that's the case, because if that was the case, everybody would be black, wouldn't they? So I'm just wondering, because of these far northern places, that these people who look like Inuit or even further north to these lands we're talking about, they're colder, aren't they? They're colder climates. So I thought it was very interesting that they heat up, and it sort of, suggests that actually maybe they weren't, because, the narrative is that, we came out of the expanses of, the plains of Africa and spread along the, surface of Earth, etc. in their narrative. Yeah. So I'm thinking, all right, they reverse everything. It's probably the opposite. They probably came from the north. Yeah. These Tartarians and all these people in the north, they are, they're quite, even though they're in icy countries, they're quite dark. Yeah, quite dark. So this is a nice little Victorian book, guys. Excellent proofage. I think I'll start, doing some of these videos and just producing them and talking some of these books through and posting them, guys. Yeah, I think I'll do that. The Waters Above the Firmament, okay, is a study. And it's a study of 1902. So it's a nice little early bookage. And it's like, where the fuck did all the water come from? In a deluge. So the annular theory is also in the Sacred Theory of Earth book. They talk about the first world and they talk about the second world. They talk about the first world ending. And it's called the annular theory. So it's definitely a recurring subject. Was first given to the world in a pamphlet entitled The Deluge and Its Causes in 1874. The first edition of this volume was published in 1885 and entitled The Story of the Rocks, or The Earth's Annular System. Both were published by common printer and sold without advertising, revised and enlarged it, as it is again given to the public. Anyway, that's not going to tell us anything about the flat Earth. That's just going to say what fucking hell it's come from. So the world as Eden succeeds this. It's presents the calm that the home of the infant man was a greenhouse earth, made such by the vapor world roof, like which now surrounds fucking planet Jupiter. So where's the firmament? Where's the firmament? Did you realize that all of us are getting like a free classical education here? It's fantastic, isn't it? The Fall of Lucifer is in this as well. And the Red Dragon. So yeah, it's a book about the firmament. I'm not read any more of it. Just fucking not into it. And I've got another book. I can share this to you anyways. The Waters Above the Firmament. And this one's quite good. Can't put square pegs in round holes. Okay, the defense of the square peg. Okay, a square person who squeezed himself into a round hole. Okay, and it's about the city of Zion in America, which was an entire town full of flat earthers. And I think these are Tartarians. I really, really, really do think all Tartarians knew the shape of the earth and there was water above us. So yeah, you can find out all about Zion. It was around in the 1930s. An entire town. They had schools where they would educate them with flat earth. Okay. If you didn't know about Zion City, You can look up it on Google. You find out all about it. Some great photos as well. So yeah, they had what's that bit I wanted to show you? Fucking so if you didn't know about it, look into it, guys. Zion City, an entire town of flat earthers in the 1930s. I think these were Tartarians. I think they're like the Cajuns in Louisiana, or the Acadians, or now this people that I weren't aware of before, really, until recently, the Haida. So I thought that's really interesting. Anyway, onwards, because I got to get on. Medford. Mudluge Rome. Now, in the 1930s, you probably know by now, 500 of you watching, super fantastic, great. Can you share this, please? Mussolini was like mad into architecture, okay, like all dictators are. So he decided to get all of the mud out of Rome, because before 1930s, there was nothing going on in Rome, and you couldn't go really there touring because it was all full of mud and it was ruins in fields and stuff. So they ordered a load of trucks and digging machinery to dig all the mud away. And this is how high the mud is, you know, covering the entire of what was the classical world, which got ruined in an apocalyptic event. This is the forum. I've walked in here. So cats roaming around. So they want you to believe that all of this is, you know, the Roman Empire, 2,000 years old. Then it got covered in mud. Then they pick up all the pieces, put them all like neatly out, so you can witness the classical world all laid about, which is massive because it's built for Rome. Rome was built for giants. No doubt about it. And these are Roman, not modern Roman blocks of flats. How do I know? Because I've been in one of them. I was trying to imagine, what you're telling me, like, how many hundreds of babies were born in this room then? I can't even believe they had 4 or 5 story buildings. But this looks star 40 underneath. But they cleared her all away. Bits of the classical world, yeah. Okay. See this building here? This big Roman building? Yeah. It's the job centre for Rome. The employment office. Nah, it might not be. I don't know. So yeah, they just dug it all out, made it all visible again. Rome wasn't really visible. We've seen that by Piranesi, haven't we? It's all caked in mud. But the depth of it is just crazy, all the way up there. You know, and what I found fascinating was what I thought, guys, is you see all of this debris and all of this, you know, bits of Rome just left in the mud, and then it's just like put a road over the top of that, some pavements, and it's all still there. You know, the secrets, and then Warris could tell us just this area here, if we could just, you know the look. Just incredible. But just mud and smashed world. Must have been really, really bad. Look at the size of this column. Tipped over and buried in mud. So I'm guessing these are modern day brick towers, carrying modern day waterworks, etc. Yeah, I get that. And then the Roman sewer maybe underneath, or some sort of outlet, but I don't even know how that could be above that. So the classical world all in mud, and look at the size of that column. They're telling me men lifted that up. It's just incredible. And there, column top. So yeah, as recent as that, I find fascinating. Look how high it is there, the mud. Just that high. 30 foot, same as what mud flood is worldwide. And yeah. So I'm guessing this would have been street level. Dug it all out, and then there's all of these, you know, entrances and catacombs below the street. Sheesh, just incredible. Incredible. And I'm guessing there was just, I don't know, millions of tons of mud. As recently as that, and they're just digging it out. You hear they put it on the backs of trucks. You know, it was what? So, second story on the Colosseum, there was a muddy hill. Higher than that house there. Wow. That's just incredible. It's mostly mud as well, isn't it? It's got some debris in it. Wow, that's just potty. I didn't even realize it was that high. So that's all gone. They took all that away. And yeah, you can see there. It's right up there and that high. So all of that they removed. Because that's that sacred way now. You can go down there and it's all like, you know, it's where armies march and stuff in the modern day. Or did. Oh, what railway line's that? Little narrow gauge railway going nowhere. I wonder if that's the original. When they dug this out, it's made it visible rather than being laid later, because it's not going anywhere, see? Who knows? We just laid it down to get rid of stuff. Look at this. Just the mud. Okay. That is mad. Muddage. So I wonder what they've done with all the earth. Look at this one. Right, let's have a look here. So tops of arches here. Well, this is wires sticking out. Columns. And they're just getting all that mud out. Mud flood. Mud flood. This one looks a little bit more melted. Some to the windows there, all bricked up, aren't they? And all this looks a bit melted as well. And everything else is just rubble and mud, I guess. So, I'm coming back for a second. I'm going to put a little thing on for you now, because I need to leave the room a second. So, Piranesi will show you. Mudluge. It's Mudluge nowadays, mileage. It's Mudluge. It's the new word. We invented it. Yeah. UAP cranked up yesterday. It was the last night before. It's in a Bloomberg. Like Bloomberg mean any fucking thing in this realm whatsoever. Yeah, they don't mean shit about shit. I actually thought they were a meeting where all of the, the elites went, but that's Bilderberg, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, they done an article. The new thing on the internet. It's not new. It's fucking. I've been doing it for years. Tartaria and mud flood, and putting it in with QAnon. QAnon, the most obvious dialectic of all dialectics. Very fucking annoying. And dishing it and coming out with a pack of shit. They pulled like a couple of buildings out, like that nobody's even looked into. None of the juice. They won't come near fucking you because it knows it'll be destroyed and looking stupid in no time at all. So that was really annoying, but it's good to know that we are bugging them for them to hire somebody to mildly look over the subject, but not really. Write a shitty article, okay? Because we got them worried, okay? And to put it in with QAnon there's an absolute QAnon is just nonsense, and all of this is like be proved and stuff. It's a big difference, isn't it? Huge difference, in fact. Very annoying. So let's give you a few shouts. I'm going to put a bit of film on because I actually want to leave the room a second. I'll be right back. RIPQ. It's each to their own. It's just how I can't see how with it's armor fucking Geddon, everyone's wasting their time with stupid shit like fucking Q when they should be all getting together, working shit out and saving the fucking human race before they take them down a block end and shoot them fucking all, which they will. Just say it. Everyone's fucking pissing in the wind. It's pissing me off anyway. All that. Let's be more fucking assertive. Anyway, sketches. Good to see you, my brother Glenn. The band sings "Do the Hippie Hippie Shake." Got the single in there. Used to be my mother's. Hippie Hippie Shake. Used to like that. I like 60s dancing. Q nonsense. Yeah, I don't go on about it anymore. You see how it give me a fucking mental head just talking about it, didn't you? Yeah, don't wind me up. Swat them fuckers. Yeah. ID. Okay. Yeah, so a guy, he went into a bar. Yeah, he went into a public bar. With a steering wheel down the front of his trousers. And the bartender said, "What's that, a steering wheel down the front of your trousers?" He said, "Yeah, it's driving my nuts." So, driving me nuts. Cat. Mr. T was born in Chicago, yeah. The youngest son of a family of 12 children. No shit. They're massive families, didn't they? Turiad was his fourth sister and 7 brothers, 2 and 4, average number of children per household in UK. They used to have big families years ago. Everyone had a big family years ago. The Lion. Lindell, good to see you. The course the Singer blog has construction photos. Right, I'm going to need to mute my microphone. I'm putting this on a minute. Same city, 200 years previous, when the mud's still there. Okay, and I'll be right back. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And this video, people have been asking for. It's on the Tartarian channel. We have another channel. I will link it up below the video, and you'll be able to listen to it. This is nice. I'd say the reset happened not too long after that period. So that was in 17th, probably 1750s. And the place is just inundated. I keep saying that wrong. It's covered in mud. And there's still like, you know, Mad Max factor. Everyone's just like raking around in the mud even then. And then only as recent in the 1930s, they're getting the mud out of it. You know, this is supposed to be the greatest antiquity in the fucking world. Yeah, it was all under mud until 1930s. Nobody bothered about it. I knew about it. Fucking screams mud flood. Anyway, so we got more stuff to show you. Images of the day, loads of good juicy stuff. Homeschool your children says, if you can, that would be the best option, I would think. It's a nightmare experience for these kids. I've seen a terrible little video. Oh, it's upsetting. A little girl outside a school. Yeah, and she's doing the buzzer, and they're telling her to put she's got a mask, and she's going, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. This is like child cruelty, guys. Yeah, the kid can't fucking breathe. Anyone got a hat? Yeah, fucking smack you. The kid can't breathe. It's a fucking place. It really riles me. I'm sorry, guys. It's just stuff like that against people. Hi, OG. See you, love in the midst. 432. I stopped listening to frequency music. I thought I was getting in my brain a bit. And I really did. I like listening to like shaman dub and shaman music, like on different frequencies, a mix of them. But just listening to like one frequency after hours, I was like, I'm not sure if I actually feel okay. It's like some sort of mind control effect, maybe. Hi, Da. Good to see you, Carl. And Sonia's there. Okay, we got some lovely pictures coming up. Okay, and later on, because we're flat earthers, yeah, I'm flat earth British. Okay, well, I am. I'm a crew. We're gonna fucking piss around with NASA, take the piss out of them a bit, because I like to. Okay, BU in full music. Love this. Okay, well, feed us. Oh, that's a good one. So. Codage. So isn't it curious that we have souls on the soles of our feet? How many types of soul is there? There's soul, and there's soul, and there's soul, like a fish as well, isn't there? So soul as well. So I did have a big list of decodes from the last 2 days. I'd have to search for them, and Brian won't let me. So Michael, they're all bull worshippers. Yeah, it is. I know it is. Bernard, good to see you. Street Truth. Yeah, so I'm a bit gutted about that hangout last night with Beaks. I'll link him if you don't know our Beaks. Okay, because I was a bit gutted. 3.5 hours and didn't fucking record. Could have had that like tomorrow or something for a hangout. Lieutenant Hitch is good to see you, my friend. Denise Max, Love and Truth. 20 Sacks is there. No thanks. I love melodies. Strong phrasing. Fair enough. Mickey Wallbang is here. See you, Mickey. Matt's good to see you. So let's get stuck in because I'll come back in very, very soon to give you all shoutage. Okay? Okay. I'm feeling much, much better now. Flat Earth British family is the best, says Bronkline. As you know it. Dave Mack, imagine 1,000-mile-an-hour wind. How big the waves would be. I don't even bother thinking about it because it's all ridiculous, isn't it? You know, spinning 1,000 fucking miles an hour. It's just ridiculous. I get pukey on an elevator. You know, I don't think I could be spun at 620 miles respectively any fucking way, or fall backwards at the speed of sound every time. You know, oh no, going. Anyway, mystery spliffage. Okay, 420 rules apply. I think I'll put a happy hat on. Okay, let's get happy hatted up. Suggest you do the same. Helps with Brianage. Anyway. Okay, we don't talk about masks. We don't talk about anything. We just we don't even make believe. We just don't acknowledge it because it's not real, see? You know, people are just feeding into something that's not real. It drives me nuts. Yeah, it's fucking cold. Yeah, did you bother about the cold before? Did you fuck? You just carried on the same as normal. You don't put your hands on stinking fucking rails in the bus anyway because it could be snot and stuff all over them. This is just a natural thing. You always wash your hands when you come in from outdoors because there's all germs out there and stuff, apparently, isn't it? I've always washed my hands. Yeah, just fucking standard, yo. They're fucking stupid. Anyway, is that Bill the Builder? It is. Master of not giving a fuckness. Yes, man. I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so live in the moment and make the best of every moment, and then it's like, wow, this is fab. It's good, isn't it? I know. Twill, good to see you. Soul, sun, soul, emotional, mental aspect of your spirit emanating from your body. Soul, singular. One, the type of fish, and the bottom of your soles of your feet. Maybe it's because they put soles in shoes because it disconnects our soles from the ground. You know, like when they got rubber soles on now, haven't they? That, you know, you can't ground properly. You know, it used to be clogs in the old days, wood and stuff, didn't it? I don't know. I think it might be something to do with that. Some sort of disconnection, you know, from the electrical forces. Everything is all is mind. So yeah, fuck yeah. Close your eyes. Oh, it's all gone. Oh, it's back again. Oh yeah, it is mind. Fish. Simple experiment, that one, isn't it? Timothy. Timmy! Oh, Timmy! I think I'm going to cry. That name. Poor Timmy. Denise. Timmy! Connor, good to see you. Oh, Connor, thanks for the shares. All right, flatties. Okay, let's do some flat earthing stuff. More flat earth. We're feeling very, very flat earthy today. Luck be a lady tonight. Jilly, stay there, dear. See Jilly proof there? Yeah? You're in the first bit of my book, Age. Prove it to you. Prove it to you, girl. You don't believe me? Check this out, Jillich. Back in, yay. Jillich is at the front of this book. She don't believe me. I'm not. Yeah, you are. I'm marriages in it. Let me show you. Okay, where's it to? Jilly proof. Done a little. Oh, is it further up? Yes. Jilly proof. Just to show you, Jilly. Right at the beginning is a comment by Jilly Proof. Another one by Cassie. I don't know, Mrs. C. Bollard. I can't remember that one. But thanks, Jilly. That was a really, really lovely comment that you made. Actually, quite some time ago. A couple of years ago, in fact. But yeah, thanks for that, love. Anyway, on with the show. So we're going to look at some Phoenician art. Now, I'll give you the link to this. You can go through it yourself, okay? And there are clues and stuff we can find out, and I will show you why. Now, So I wouldn't worry too much about the time scale they're giving to these in ridiculous ass BC-ness, okay? Because like Martin's like thinking ancient history is like relatively recent, and BC-ness, you know, before cataclysm-ness, is something that we can't really think about because it's not our realm. You know, all of that stuff is just completely wiped out and gone, all aspects of it, see? And it's on, you know, completely different now. But these, right, these are Phoenicians, okay? They will give you like just if I go back and show you the sort of thing they show is this is from Gujarat. So that's the Gujarat at so they were Phoenician there. They were Phoenician in Ibiza. They were Phoenician in the Balearics. So they show you some sarcophagus of the King of Sidon. That should be interesting. Phoenician writing, more sarcophagus, and some of their gods like Ishtar and other Ishtars there, and we can find out a little bit about them because they're the most mysterious of all of Asian civilizations, if you can call them Asians. But there's the Hathor. Oh, the Hathor, isn't she the Egyptian fertility god? Indeed. Also, she's Phoenician because the Egyptians, and as we have found, you know, we can find, you know, with the Mesoamericans, you know, even the Aztecs guys and the Olmecs, you know, where do the Olmecs originate from? They're sort of out place in Mesoamerica, aren't they? Yeah. So how did they get there? No, I think it's the Phoenicians. I think it took them possibly on shippage, like Roman. So they invented glass, the Phoenicians, not the Romans. They invented glass beads and they used to put these little faces on them. They're rather beautiful. It's like some, it's quite like Delft there, but it's lapis. I reckon that's lapis lazuli, maybe. So fine quality jewelry and the same sun god's headdress. Now I covered the sun disc on a previous vlog on a Tartarian channel, what I thought was going on. Definitely 100% some sort of advanced technology, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with the mask with this one. Some of them look otherworldly, no doubt about it. So here's the Phoenicians on arrival, just Egyptians, basically, the Egyptian Phoenicians, and the Phoenician shippage full of Romain. So these are very, apparently, just like the most ancient of all, like Phoenician artifacts, because they're more rare than you would imagine. There are a few Phoenician cities out there, they've been excavated, though, and they're doing one recently, one north of, well, it's in the Lebanon, I can't remember now, north of Sudan, I think. I read about recently. So what of this god? It looks a bit like an alien grey. He's doing a little teapot, short and stout. Yeah. And phonetics. So guys, there was a time, okay, before phonetics. There was a time before property, before corporatism, before wars, before hunger, before nationalism, before all of it. There was a time when there was just people, us, everybody just getting on together in a very harmonic, beautiful civilization that we call Tartaria. Robbed from us with the, like, you know, these evil intent, no doubt about it, and enslaved the entire of humanity since everybody, yeah, even the hierarchy, you know, they're bitches. Yeah, it's only the very, very top people, and they're probably, you know, got bosses. Yeah, Tony Kerr's right at the top. I think I got my fucking deep suspicions who is though, guys. So esophagus, they're a bit like the Egyptian versions. Look at this. So it's the open-winged eagle that you get on all Egyptian stuff, but also, you know, Russia got the eagle, America got the eagle. You get them in churches. A lovely bit of gold. Don't know what it is. It's not talk. Probably just a string round your wall around the neck, maybe. Probably. And I guess in a minstrel. So they were really into their music. I wonder what their music was like. I'd really like to know what the music was like back then. I bet it was pure, like, reggae or something. Yeah, probably pretty good. So I'm not sure what she's doing. Probably playing the drum. So maybe they were shamanic habits, who knows? And Ishtar, and she's got wings. She's coming up from the sea. She's very, very similar. This thing looks like, you know, that Mullacilin thing going on. But these are more like angels, fairy wings than angels. And she's got that pointy hat on. Antiquity is just crazy, yo. And one of their standing stones with phonetics on it. Let's have a look. One more of their bas reliefs. What can that tell us? Some sort of sacrifice going down in a kingage who's on a griffined chair. Excuse me. And oh, they got their flowing or the falling vegetation there. Maybe that means, and the plain as well. So the plain above, vegetation maybe. Don't know. And there it is, the Phoenician language, phonetics, and as you know, most things are a spin-off of that. Now, there are some exceptions, like Welsh, things with less vowels. They just punched them vowels in, and all of this is just like spooky, evil magic spells. They got us doing spells. God knows what they got us doing. So that's one of their King of Sidon, I think that is. It's not Haida Indians, the other one, Nabokshah. And a decorative bead of some sort of skull. Is that made of shells? I'm not so sure. It's really unusual. I don't know what it's made out of. It's really cool. I don't know. And another mermaid, maybe. Looks like she is in water. I'm showing two serpents. So, and a Phoenician city, which is just the classical world, isn't it? But these are all over. They got one on Ibiza. They're popping up all over, really. But they don't want to tell you too much about them. So what's this? Is this a boat? What's this? A tower with a sun. In fact, the whole thing's a key. This is a key. Maybe. Ooh. I don't know. This could be where the rope goes around for a ship, like a dolly, because the rope would hold on there. So that could be a dolly for a ship, you know, to hold the ship in place on the quayside. She's got shells. Okay, she's got shells along her head. She's got seashells. And she's got one of those cone head things on. So maybe they're cone heads, who knows? She's got the Phoenician nose going on. So has she. What's that in her hand? Well, that's a crude bit of work, but she's got a ring nose and rings in her ears as well. So they were into piercing. And this is the proof to me, you know, beyond like any doubt, that when we look at like lead atlases about like Rome and, you know, Rome basically, they show you Phoenicians with armor on, with these Phoenician faces on the arms and on the shoulders and stuff. Yeah. Well, they're not Roman, are they? Because this is a Phoenician breastplate and it shows exactly the same, identical. So they are Phoenicians. And, you know, history's a lie, what they told us. So they are quite atmospheric pieces, I must say. Quite haunting. That's another one of their deities. Another lady, maybe, yeah, that's some sort of drum. Nice. That's a bit of music. Excuse me. This one is more alien-like. I'm not sure what's going on with him or why he looks like that. And what is their reference, the frame of reference for when they make things like this of gods? Is it out of their psyche? Don't know. So the griffin opposing, maybe, is it another griffin? It's slightly different. But two opposing griffinage, I would say. And there's another Phoenician outpost. And they went far and wide, taking commerce, setting up the world trading system. I think the rest is history. All they have to do is have the goodies, you see, and everybody wants the goodies. Yeah. They knew they had us by the bollocks as soon as they got the goodies. Oh, that looks quite demonic. It looks a bit like a Toby jug. If you don't know what that is, in Britain we got a Toby jug. It's like a jug with a face on it called a Toby. I'm guessing this is gold. I can't tell you the size, but it's quite intricate, as that is. Another sun goddess. That could be a castanet. Yeah. Da, 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 da. I'm not sure. Could be a castanet. Is that wood? I don't know. Is that the banshee bird? Ah! Or is it a griffin? I don't know. What's the most annoying noise in the world? Don't worry, I won't do it. No more birdage. And a sarcophagus of a Phoenician kingage. I would love to find out what was in there. Doesn't look really big, does he? So I don't know if they were drinking out of them. They seem pretty rudimentary. And some of their ornaments, what they got. So we see these sort of things in them lead atlases, don't we? These little ornamentation things. Some of them horned. I think that's a scorpion. Cat. Again, quite intricate. This one's made of black basalt. And I'm thinking, is this really, you know, what's the size of this? It looks small. You know, is he like half a man? Can't really tell, can you? It's wide as well. So, made in a chunk of solid black basalt. And it's an emperor or a king of the Phoenicians. So, looks like it's Phoenician written on here as well. Got the nose going on. These are the faces you see staring down in antiquity on the sides of buildings. These are the same faces. Probably a noble family, maybe. Maybe the faces of the Merovingians or something we're looking at. Who even knows? Or the Medicis? No, earlier. It had to be earlier. And again, with the goddess, it's very style-like, but got the dress on it. Swaying dress. So when we talk about all of these dresses, like we talked about in my last post, all clinging to the female body, yeah? Do you know them dresses we've been talking about? Have a look what women look like underwater. I'm sure that we're looking at all of them statues or the dresses that are clinging to people. I think that they're just interpretations of these people living underwater. Maybe we all lived underwater, guys. Maybe we were able to breathe water. Just saying. Maybe we had our full abilities. So I love these. These are derelict Tartarian buildings. Yeah. Left to rack and ruin. It's just disgusting. Yeah. Look at all the shit in here and all. But you know, the artworks. This is like when this was in its heyday. I bet this was absolutely fantastic. We are breathing water even now. Well, yeah, Lee. Yeah, I know. But I mean, like literally. We wouldn't have told the difference, and you know, like because we were born, you know, we were in water in our parents, just only breathe, you know, an umbilical cord. We were breathing fucking liquid, so I got a feeling that when we came out into this, we're like a fish out of water, you know, gasping for breath, us, and then we get like used to it because it's a lesser breath reality, lesser senses reality, you know. In this, like, you know, and we're like two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, as I said before. I think maybe we lived underwater. And we're in water now anyway. Breathing water now. So imagine that, just walking into that building. Old 1980s telly. Guessing he's dead. Whoever was in there, this old gentleman, just left like he was never there. Sad that. Oh, no, he's there. His atmosphere's there. I think that's probably his kid. Oh, people collect stuff, live their lives, and then they just disappear. It's like they never even fucking mattered. Something. It's really sad. Really sad reality. So yeah, something that was discussed not last night with me and Beeks was some of the sizes of these buildings, stairwells, and what he suggested as post mud flood, Beeks suggested, not me, is that the original staircases were taken away because we couldn't get up them because the steps were too high because they were for giants. And then they put in these, you know, tiered up, down, up, down, up, down staircases as a replacement with the lower rails. So I thought, yeah, because you see this, you know, the massive space for a staircase in some of these buildings. Look at that, guys. Grassy bed. Nature taking it back. Entropy doing its thing. Yeah. You leave all of these cities for a little while, 20 years, the grass takes it back, the concrete will be pushed up by the grass, and it will all be grown over. These skyscrapers, they're knocking up like no tomorrow. I Like no tomorrow. They're made of glass and metal, and they're definitely subject to entropy. 100 years, be fuck all left if they weren't maintained or stuff. That's nice. That's nice. So I mean, there's loads of websites looking into derelict buildings in, you know, Detroit's a good place, and it's just a shame, isn't it? Look at this conservatory. Could have a wicked little flat Earth convention in there, or could have a little grow. Really cool that is. And look at this, some sort of bathroom. I don't like the look of that place. Ooh, bad atmosphere looking at that place. Yeah, just left to rack and ruin. This looks like it might be some mental asylum. They were massive. Look at the height of the ceilings, right? So why? Yeah, people are only like, you know, 6 foot average, aren't they, men anyway? And you know, this is like 20 foot in the air, and it goes right the way up. Why? And look at the size of the door. Yeah. So this is the original door, and then they put a little door in it. Does that make any sense, guys? No, it doesn't, does it? So this is a replacement later. Originally, it was a big doors, big person would come in, and he'd need the head space, like with these doors as well. Yeah? Huh. How quick nature takes it all back, guys. Yeah? Very nice. I like that effect. That's a nice picture. I should have had that as my thumbnail. Actually, no, this one's nice. So I'm not sure what was there. Maybe a pool. Phoenicians. Stuff missing here. I'm guessing they took the artworks before they let it all go to rack and ruin. This looks like it's full of mud. Oh no, the doors are there. Maybe not. Old fireplace fallen through. All wood surrounds. I bet that's worth a bit. Just that, if you could get it out. On salvage yard. Bit of money for you there. And for fallen roofs, just take the floor up. Like, you know, there's nothing that does more damage to buildings than water. There's no doubt about it. Rain will kill a building, make it fall apart. And if you've got a leak. And look at the artworks on the walls, guys. It's like fucking priceless artworks just left around. Oh, it's a fucking shame, innit? That's haunting. I was going to have that as my thumbnail. I thought, no, it's sort of haunting. I don't want to be, you know, pissing anyone off. Like, oh, that's so sad. You know, the old pram. And why is this red thing hanging out of this box? Is that done deliberate? Well, I don't know. It works, though. What it is. What's that hook on the wall for? An eyelet. Sinister. Yes, nobody goes to that church anymore anyway. So it's still probably consecrated. Just left to rack and ruin. Quite beautiful though, aesthetically. And look at the artworks in the walls in here. Drew done all of that. Took the time. Classical themed artworks. Ooh, look at the size of that place. Wonder what that was. The columns, massive domage, and a wattle and daub flooring, proving that's quite old. You had them in walls from the Middle Ages, 15th century stuff. You got on the floors. Interesting. Marble columns just left in this place. Not exactly a checkerboard floor. Blue marble though. Wow, that must have been fantastic in its era. So I'm guessing these are pews. I don't know what this place is, guys, but what is this in the middle? Some sort of like device thing? An old church? What? You see that? With a resonator thing on top. And there's one, don't know what that is. There's one in front of it, maybe. Gosh, I don't know what that is. And after a reset, when the churches have all fallen down, everyone has a service like that. It's raining. No shit. That's beautiful. Let's just look at that. That's my thumbnail for this video. And it sums up how pretty this place could be if they would stop building stupid shit, and it's all to do with greed and money, you know? Government's pathetic, aren't they? They're not even governments anymore. They're all corporates, and I'm not doing the corporate thing. Yeah, I'm not doing any of it, in fact. Fuck off. All of it. They're all evil. And we're like, you know, morally you know, why have we even got to play? Yeah, they're all immoral. And we're fucking good people. So let me just show you this again. I was going to show you my last video, and it's highly interesting. See if it loads up. It will, if I come back for a second. Rum, tea, toodle, pina colada. Luck be a lady tonight. Who's that, Goss? Ugh. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard. Shut my head. Flat Earth British subscriber, co.uk. See Wilson, good to see you, my dear. Denise Max, how is Howard? Space Drums in Tony. To use one, my brother. Namaste. Have a nice day. Namaste. Cavalocious, good to see you. Alva Billy, gorgeous. Isn't they nice? Yeah, you've got real good taste, you ladies. Sweeties. It's like pretty things to smell. Mike Tartarian, Rocky, Red Brick, Muddy Adventure. Maybe you should do an acronym of that. It doesn't roll off the tongue. 17, 7776, Recon, Mahas. Dimsy wheels. Yeah, they're fucking stupid, aren't they? Stupid with toast on, stupid with bells on. What's that? What's the matter, yo? What's the matter, yo? Denise. Brian Tucker. Speeding tickets don't matter. I don't mind. You don't matter. Morgan Crawley. What's the story? Morning Glory. Randall. St. Petersburg. Michelle Sure. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. That's beautiful. Thank you. I know you ladies love pretty stuff. Read about the Marine Kingdom. Well, we're all on maritime, aren't we? Maritime law, maritime time. That's bullshit. You noticed how quick the days are going, how ridiculous it is. Yeah. Then you want to get everything like, win the day, and before you get there, it's like fucking tea time, and it's like, holy shit, I got to stay up late and just I'm never gonna get any of this done. It's really weird. Days are just gone. Oh, we got somebody from Nova Scotia. Yeah, cool. OJC Productions. We love Nova Scotia. Okay. So, luck be late tonight. Okay, we got the death count on. Let's check this out. Exciting as it is. Let's see how many people are dying in real time. Okay. Yeah. We were too brave to spare it. Okay, so here it is. World births and world's death count simulation. I obviously can't verify this is real. So this is what's happening. Is everyone's being born. Okay, like 640 over the deaths of 270 deaths. Real time. Somebody just died in India. Oh, sad. Ethiopia, somebody died. India. Why are they all poor countries? Or poor is China. There should be millions there. India. Okay, Colombia. Yeah, makes sense. Ukraine. Mali. So they all seemed like... Any Britain going to come up on the death count? Oh, shit. Just as I said in Greenock. Somebody just died in Greenock. R.I.P. Brit. You won't hear it anyway. You're dead. Russia. They had a death. Oh, that's Badania, Russia. And then Britain had another death and another death. Fuck me. What's going on? I heard sirens earlier. Poland. They had a death. Oh. Dzień dobry. Ghana. Oh, I had a death. Germany had death. Sorry to hear about that, Germany. Yeah. Pakistan had death. China had another death. United States had a death. Anyone being born? Let's have a look who's been born. Ooh, somebody was born in Nigeria. Kano. Oh, welcome to the world, Kano. We love you. Ethiopia, China, Mali, Mexico, Lebanon. Ooh, Jordan. Somebody was born in Jordan. Zambia. Somebody was born in Zambia. Oh, is this how exciting? I'm feeling all emotional. Yeah. All these little babies being born. Somebody had a little Kazakhstani baby. Yeah. India. Yeah. In Sipfor, somebody had a little baby. Pakistan. In Guatemala, a little baby was born. Don't cry, ladies. I know. But to balance that up, every fucker's dying over here. Okay. Isn't it funny? The natural balance. You find that when a load of people die, you'll find that there's loads of people going to be born in your family. So when people start bumping off, expect loads of pregnancies. It's just the way. This is what I've experienced in my time in this realm. So It's a bittersweet song, that is, isn't it? Happy and sad, but it just goes to show, like, the count was like a lot less yesterday. We're on 7,093,355,088. No, 92 estimated. Wow. And it's from the statistical simulation based on the world birth death rate. So what happens if you're born? You just press a computer and it comes up on you, I guess, is it? Or automatic on your phone? I don't know. What about that man who fell in the ice up in the high fucking tundra? No one will ever see. Is he on there? Yeah, because he had a mobile phone on him. Oh, yeah. Right, guys. I'm wondering about this. Have you guts for garters is an old saying we have in Britain, an expression like, I'll have your fucking guts for garters, mate. Yeah, what's it all about? And did they really have guts for garters? I'm wondering. So what's the meaning of the phrase, have guts for garters? To threaten to have someone's guts for your garters. Now, I don't wear garters, and I doubt any of you fellas wear garters. I don't know, though. So I don't think that's going to be a thing, but it might be with women. Think about that. Is to state the intention to do them serious harm. And the threat isn't an actual literal one. It's another statement of reprisal is meant to indicate humour. Well, I don't think it's very fucking funny. But with an indication that a threatening person has done something which has been something of an annoyance. I'm going to fill you in, mate. So I think there might be something deeper going on here, okay? They're talking about the Tudors here, right? The same people who had heads on pikes to welcome you into London, so they're not going to have people's garters on their ladies' legs. My ass. No, not my ass, ladies' legs. What the origin of the phrase have guts for garters? The expression to have someone's guts for garters originated in Tudor England. No shit. At that time, disembowelment was used as a form of torture and execution. Happy days. And the punishment of hanged, drawn, and quarters was on the statute book in England until as late as 1790. Fuck me. However, even then, the threat wasn't meant to be taken literally. What? I'll have your guts for garters and your hanged, drawn, and quartered in them, you nutters, you mentalists. Although the threat wasn't a real one. You keep fucking saying that, but why am I feeling like it is? It's made sense that as garters were worn, were then worn by men. Whoa. As a way of holding up their stockings, aka pantyhose. That sounds really dodgy. You can see he's got a little pair of Henry. He's got a little pair of stockings on, held by. I suppose blokes used to have like fucking sock suspenders, didn't they? Which is proper mental, by the way. They would kill. Yeah. Garters are commonly worn now as an expression has followed them into relative obscurity. Well, that may be not true. In these more enlightened times, expression is limited. A figurative example is, I don't want to tell Dad that I've scraped the car. He'll have my guts for garters. That's a very, very poor analogy for that. Anyway, it goes into literature as well. So I think there might be more in it anyway. It's just an interesting little bit of curio. So we're going to look at some film here. I'm not going to play the volume, but I'm going to show you. This is London 1947, HD clear, done by AI. Public domain YouTube. Wankers. And it shows fucking brilliant stuff. So Lee, are you there in Chattage? Yeah. When the last time you were in St. Thomas's Hospital? Yeah? Check this. So St. Thomas's Hospital's on our corner, isn't it? So this is the original. And I don't know if it's had a bomb on it or what have you. Because this is like, just after the war. But look at that for a building. I'm sure there was the other hospital, wasn't it? The other St. Thomas's. And I think there was like Bedlam was associated with it and all that. But yeah. So check out some of this footage, guys. Yeah, they show you the best mud flats. And it's all in like juicy HDH. So the world looked a lot cleaner. And that is Westminster Bridge, going up to Parliament. And well, that beautiful building is no longer there. This nasty fucking block called a hospital. Don't get run over! Shit! Stop on your island. So here's the soldiers after they got back from the warage outside of Buckingham Palace, which looks a bit boarded up, doesn't it? Yeah, it was the war, so boarded up. Alright, that makes sense. Let's speed this shit up. It's funny when they, oh, that's slow. It's funny when they march quicker. They get like them Greek ones. They're weird, aren't they? So yeah, the docks came all the way up here, practically the centre of London, past right away up here. The water's actually moving back. So this is interesting. I'll slow this bit. What you find is nobody is actually buying shit. In the times of great hardship, the only thing that thrives is black marketeering. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So you'll find that nobody's actually buying anything. Look at his war. He's like, I'm cool, yeah, I'm fucking wrecked. But hang on, let's have a look at the architecture. Big domes, old, dirty. It's 1947. And this big lintel. So this is old world. And this is Piccadilly Circus, by the way. Let's have a look what everyone's up to. The women look rather nice in old London. Look, plenty of them. Nobody's buying anything, though. What's the matter? What's the matter with what you funny what? So let's have a look at this boy. This is a schoolboy camera. Little nose. I'll have a look in the flag shop. What's going on there? There's nothing. Okay. There's a guy had his leg blown off. I'm guessing he went to the war. Let's show you that. So, oh, there's one of proper English gentleman with his bowler hat and his umbrella. Give her another slap, someone. Whack. The gentleman. That's what so look at the bobbies. They've got tits on their head, yeah? If they made them flesh covered, just stand next to them. You're like, get off my fucking head! Sorry, it's bread. So look at Trafalgar Square. Yeah, some things don't change. A lot of the skyscrapers are no longer there. Let's move on a bit. Because it's just like a webcam in 1946, believe it or not. Let's speed that shit up. Oh, that's slow. Excuse me. Okay. Wow, look at the speed. It's like Rome. They're driving like mentalists. Look at the people. Rushing about. Silly, aren't they? So back to the docks. There's nothing happening here. You haven't even got a fucking ship. Why did you even bother showing us? Yeah? Well, the badges are going up and down. That's quite nice. Okay, this is fantastic. Check this out here, guys. Yeah, the mud floodage. So only 2 levels down, not 1. Let's get off that stupid dock scene. There you are. So this is the road level here. Okay, so how far down do we go? Let's have a look. So we go down 1 level and 2 levels. This is like 2 stories down. And these arches here, fucking hell, they're really deep. And the road's up there. So, wow. How deep old London is. So that's what they did. The Blitz exposed a lot of these mud flooders. You know, these 2-story buildings below ground level, guys. Fantastic. That's there. So back to Trafalgar Square. Check Eros out. Eros is in there, the statue, right? And they covered it over with all like timber. And the timber's all like just shot off and gone. Didn't replace it. Even in 1947, why didn't they take it off? The war's over. Been over 2 years. Everyone's home. Yeah? Right, let's slow this down. I like this scene here. I want to see what people are wearing and every day's going on. So no one's buying shit all, like I said. Sorry. Pavilion. Oh. What was that, Arwin? No, I have not seen that, Mel. Tube revamp. So there's a guy with a pipe. A lot of soldiers still about for 1946. I guess they just got home from, I don't know, Where they got home from? Germany, where they're cleaning out the camps and stuff. There, he's a Yank. He's a Yank, I think. He looks like a Yank. Anyway. Yeah, it must be shit for the British soldiers, because the Yanks came over, right? And they were all like big, suntanned, and fat fucking wallets. And the English birds were like, later, Harry, I'm off with Chuck. And it happens all the time. Yeah. Better want British right up. But, you know. It's what it is, isn't it? Times of war, isn't it? You want to get some fun going on. Use the old hackers, don't you? Chiropody going on there. So it's a nice little side street, unaffected by war. Oh, this guy in a trench coat. Hope he's not going to show himself in any way. No. Oh, two soldiers going for a walk. What are they doing? Just having a little stroll through old London town. See if they look a bit shell-shocked. They don't look too happy. So, Muhammad flooders. See this church here? Nice bit of churchage. This is the church you will see on William Hogarth's Gin Alley engraving. If you look at Gin Alley engraving, you're going to see that church in the background. I know, it's still there. Incredible, isn't it? Dismantled as well. So that's all gas bottle, maybe. Colour gas bottle. So by year is fantastic. Check this out. This threw me, guys. I thought this is fucking brilliant here. I mean, just when it goes up to behind the Tower of London, it's like everything's been demolished. Here, look at this, right? So it's at the Blitz, okay? It's right behind the Tower of London, and it's just grassed over in 2 years. And check this. Just like I showed you for Rome, all of the big chunks of the classical world just left there. Can you see this? Yeah? And over here, you can see it's all dropping down because the wall's just going boom to lower levels. The fences around it. And check this building on the corner for a classic mud flood building. It's literally in the mud and it's grassed over. There, look at this. Everything's turned back to grass. Yeah? They've just left the entire area to grass over like nobody's ever lived there. Ghost town. There's all like Greco-Romano architecture everywhere. It's fucking brilliant stuff. And so close to Tower Bridge as well. You know? So, yeah, that's really good, that image. I really like that. You can see how deep it is down there, guys. The windows. So, this was a miracle. So, in the official narrative, it's this, right? All of the area of Paternoster Square and all the surrounding area of St. Paul's Cathedral, yeah, was flattened in the war. Okay, and they had incendiaries one night, and apparently the story is that the dean of St. Paul's Cathedral is up on here, and he said that the flames or the incendiaries were dropping down onto the dome and landing on here, and he was chucking them straight off, so saving St. Paul's Cathedral. Look how dirty it is. As the tale goes, I don't buy that. Okay, because across the road, everything is splattered. And if you know the explosive force of high explosives and the stuff they used in World War II, I can't even get my head around why this wasn't even splattered. Yeah? Everything across the road is. Yeah? So that was a bit of luck. Again, selective bombing. Yeah? It's just, you know, in the film 1984, when they got all them bombers coming over, yeah, they ain't even the enemy. Yeah, they're the dialectic. They're their own fucking people, and they do drop bombs. Yeah, so like we don't even know who was in the air. You know, most people were getting killed off the ACAC artillery pieces, shells that were falling out of the sky when you were out. Loads died. Loads dies in Cardiff this way as well. Our anti-aircraft fire killed a lot of people. Is what I'm saying. Look at this. Beautiful bit of footage, mind, isn't it, guys? So, you know, brings it all to life. You know, this is so long ago. And what I like is you can actually see the clouds moving by. No chemtrails. In 1947. Wow. Time traveling. Time traveling with Flat Earth British Think Tank. So 500, 600 nearly of you watching. That's great for Flat Earth British Think Tank. I'm happy with that. Also on Flat Earth News and Reports. Ooh, what's colour going on there? Barrage balloon. Flat Earth News and Reports on Martin Liedtke's Facebook as well. Thank you for joining, all you guys. So, oh, that's cleared up. So that is on Parliament Green. And again in some barrage up. Why? The war's over. It's 1947. Okay. And mini barrages at an ACAC position. So that's the AA there. So they're manning the ACACs. They made a date mistake on the video. Maybe. That's very possible. I've seen that happen before. Are there women? Are there women on these AAs? Wow, these are 88s, guys. These are 88 guns. So imagine the force on that. They're fucking amazing. They had women operating them. An 88. Oh, check it out. They are women. All women operating the AAs. So they're getting the line of sight. That proves flatness as well. Because there's no way. Because, you know. And they're doing the trajectory. I bet they don't put Coriolis force into effect when they're working on Coriolis trajectory for artillery pieces. Okay, they got it. Are they going to fire it? I hope so. Look at this. It's all underground. There's an air filtration system there. All right, another groovy street in London. Let's have a look. Beautiful architecture. By the Windmill Theatre. Yeah? By the Windmill Theatre. Okay. I used to love the London in the 70s. I used to go there. My mother, my sister. The fashions, you know, the way like people looked, especially the women. London was fab. It's not like it no more. Everyone's like, you know, like little babos and squares. You know, the atmosphere of London's gone. It was just so fucking rad. And now everyone, you know, not everyone, but a lot of people are just like fucking one of them. So that's a nice little London shot there. Bovril, Schweppes, and back to Trafalgar Square. Don't get run over, kid. He's in the middle of the fucking road. Oh, where's his mother? Look at this. My fucking stomach turns over then. I suppose he's all right. He's not kid, is he? Yeah, he's just little. Oh, some fucking mothers letting him out like that. Terrible. Anyway, so I reckon that there's something inside these lions, possibly dead or something. And they got one on each corner, 4 angels, and the obelisk. This is a box. I feel there's something in it. So look at these folks. It looks really nice day in London, but there's people just mowing along cars. If you did that in this day and age, you'd be dead in no time. Splattered. Okay. Yeah. Fuck me, what's all the people? All got hats on. Not old people. Not predominantly old people there. They're all quite young, interestingly enough. So, London Railway Station. We've seen some of this before. Everyone getting off a lush trainage. And I'm not sure what station that is. Paddington. Okay, let's move on. So, nice bit of footage. Beautiful colour for its era, I must say. Very, very good. Whoa, look at him. What's happening, mate? He's an happy chappy. Yeah, he's gone for his breakfast. There again, look at this. Look at that. There, mud flood. Whoa, let me get... Sorry, I just missed that. There. Shit, look at this one, guys. 2 stories. So you got that big vault in there, huge rooms, floor, vaulted. That's 2 stories, possibly even 3. Doors going through there. Windows. Look at the size of that. I don't know for this road they're going through, underground roads. So whatever this is, could be just a viaduct. In fact, it looks like a Roman viaduct. In fact, all of this looks like Rome underneath. Fab, innit? Really fab evidence. Yeah. Thanks, Hitler. And you. Except for when you bombed our chip shop. Didn't like that, Hitler. He did bomb our chip shop. I don't believe any of it. Look at this again with the Greco-Romano masonry. That's nice little shots. Pretty. Get that blown up. Oh, he's bought something. He's bought a painting. You've got money. He works on the black market. Yeah, he sells chocolate. Sells chocolate and stockings. Yeah. Well, you know, before stockings came back after the war, like my mother had rationings and all that. But if they had a ladder in their tights or their stockings, they used to put gravy browning on it. Yeah, no shit. Covers it over. Who knew? Yeah, except probably later when you take your like stockings off, there's just a big line of gravy probably on your leg. There's the MPs giving some Americans some shit there. They just come back from Europe, yo. So, post-op. Oh, what's happening here? Selling you Evening Standard? Oh, I bet his great-great-grandson works on the same corner right now. Evening Standard? Yeah, come and get your lies. Come and get your lies. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty fantastic. I really love that. Well, okay. Let's use that. Let's look at some images of the day for what is... Well, I was going to celebrate, actually. This is a celebration. I say that. I probably won't. The release of a new book. But I'll probably do, and again, a physical copy. And because, like, the thing is, once I have meets and do stuff, but, like, the weather's really, really, really shit and cold and raining and it's proper wintry. So, yeah, horses are beautiful. She's beautiful. Look at her ringlets. And she's black. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I got a bunny rabbit. It's black like that. Beautiful. But not with the ringlets. But I love animals. So this is dicks and bells in the same thing. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it's for because it's got 3 dicks. Or 4 dicks. Or maybe 5 dicks. Let me work this out. So, schlong, little schlong, bit bigger schlong, and a curry-don. And they got bells on them. So let's have a think about this, shall we? Not too much, obviously, because that would be weird. Dicks in space. I don't know. I can imagine some people having that as aesthetics in their room, maybe. So these are these stones. I can't remember the beach they will find them on, but this one, remember I said they got an entire universe in them? This one's got the sun and clouds in it. Sun and clouds in it. It looks like, don't it? It's like when you're in a plane and you look through clouds, the sun's boiling below. Beautiful, isn't it, guys? I'd love to find one of them. I bet if you did find one, it'd be worth a bit of money. Because some of these pebbles are stones and crystals. 2 suns ready. My ear just popped. Ow. Ow. I'm going back. 2 suns ready to shine just for you. Okay. Now, this is in the narrative, isn't it? 2 suns. And, you know, the police said there has to be an invisible sun somewhere, yo. And U2 says that, you know, there's another sun up there. You know, she's got a foot in the door. And sometimes, you know, it could be like a whole number of atmospheric reasons why the sun is in 2 places. Okay. But I've seen, like, maybe 50 photographs of this, guys. Yeah, it cannot be ignored, and it is being seen. It's like maybe the other sun's on another pond nearby, and it's come around on its elliptical path or what have you. And then it's like just it happens once every, say, 200 or 300 years or something, and we get to see it. Who knows? So bell tech. I'm not sure what this bell does. Okay, but it's obviously for some sort of spiritual process. And you've got a bell, half Vajra bell, and a Vajra there. So I definitely think the electromagnetics were associated with bells along the way because of that heat bell that I was posting about a couple of weeks ago that is still bugging me. Why they would make a bell or found a bell that only works at 100 degrees. Anyway, Antiquitech, and this is from an early Middle Ages thingy, before 14th century, but they do show Deuve, which is, you know, a dome, an orb at the top of the Antiquitech Tower, and they show you that there's, I guess you could interpret this phoenix in flames as some sort of energy, can't you? Electricity. Deuve, God. So this was on a copper plate from antiquity, and it seems to show a Tesla tower. I can't think what else it looks like. The sun's sort of below it, but it looks like a mushroom, and it looks like a Tesla tower that you could actually walk into maybe by here. Yeah. Maybe building is inside. So yeah, that's on an ancient bit of antiquity. Move on. These were sent 2 days ago. One of my subscribers, lovely lady, sent these. She went to the Hoover Dam, and they got like a turbine there. It's massive. There's something definitely else going on with it. You know, the number 33 parallel over dam. You know, this cast steel turbine runner water wheel, which is 14.2 feet in diameter and weighs 34 tons, powered the NZ generator at Hoover Dam plant from 1944 to 1982. The function of the turbine runner is to convert the force of falling water delivered through the penstock pipes to the rotating energy, which is utilized as a generator to produce hydroelectric electricity. Let's have a look at said item, the size of that turbine. So how did they get it out? Why did they replace it? Why did they put it there? I tell you something that's fantastic is the Trasfynaf power station in Wales, where they basically got a lake on top of a mountain, and they flush the lake into the back into the power station, and they pump it back up with the reserve energy during the night. It's a fantastic place. I've posted about it. So an old red bricker in Russia, and what you find is if you examine where the plasters come off, the later plaster underneath, you see some metal strips. You see them there? We'll move on. And some sort of wire going across the portal as well in this red brick building, which is connected. You can see this, can't you? With another wire there, which is in the brickwork. This is inside the brickwork, which is running right around the entire building, as is this other cable here. Okay, so it's a dome building and it has wire right the way through it. Okay, right the way through it. Because the entire thing, look, it's inside, and these are not cable ties, you know. This is, you know, we've just seen it was a wire, a long wire, as they can see them there. So when the brickwork and some of the masonry fell away, it exposed this this antiquitech, especially in the dome. Look, still there. So yeah, the entire thing was a device, energy gathering, and more, and more. Check this out. It's giving away loads of secrets, this one, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. And up in the dome, where you, I guess, they used to have these things hanging off of them. These things, I don't know how they attach them, but it's part of the mechanism too. I have to get the paintings up there first, and then that's over second. Okay, yeah. All the rest of the paintings are faded. Not these though. Coptic. Wow. Check this out. So what removed all the masonry here? Flood water. It's onto the red brick, and you've got the Phoenicians over the top. You're going to see this everywhere in Wild. You're going to see this classical theme, and then underneath it, just when you go under the surface, you find the red brick. Your world, Italian world, covered over. Like literally, you know, like when they say a cover up, you know, so Freemasons find it and they just literally, you know, they employ to cover up mud flood. Yeah, because it's got covered up mud. So this is a mosaic, but it's a Phoenician artwork. And they're in conicals, which we mentioned on Flatterday, these little round boats. Indigenous to Wales. It's where they're using Wales, and like our little national boat. So they're coming in, Phoenicians, and they're welcoming them with some temple, which is like temporal or temple in the mind, isn't it? There's another one. And this one's on a crazy little star fort, which is weird for such an early time. It's all going in, little castellation on top, and then a disc with another, you know, something that's got flames, which sort of sings Antiquitech. This one's got all mud outside it. It's literally in the mud. Four angels, dome, and some sort of Moorish guy standing on top with two swords. Cluage. This one, this castle, it's got a massive castle, four angels, dome, and this one's actually got a Melusine, or a Phoenician merman or mermaid with flames coming out of each tail. Yeah, I mean that's definitely showing you that these are tech and what they gather. This one's got a different creature, this one's got a different one, this one's got flames coming out of some sort of seahorse, but aquatic anyway. Even the flags probably. So I think they're just showing you what these did. Otherwise, why they're there. So this is a curious little alchemical orb. Again, we talk about the crucible or the orb a lot, don't we? But in this one, it's like the crystal ball in it, and you can see another place inside. The devil's on top of it, by the way. Satan, in his lizardy form. Vanity seems to be playing a bit of this story as well. Democritus and Himmacritus, and they're looking or observing through some sort of viewer, which is probably some sort of television screen rather than sidekick. So normally I don't post political stuff, but this time I'm taking a stand and I'm supporting local farmers. I'm thinking of just, not because of this, yeah, it's just a coincidence. I think packing it all in and going working on a farm, yeah. I really am. But there might be something more nefarious going on, yeah? They look really like, nice, wholesome farm girls, yeah? But they could be like murderers, bitches. They could be burying someone in there. They're not potatoes. Yeah. I'm just saying that's probably not the case. They probably are really lovely and wholesome. You want to see the palaver this caused on my Facebook when I posted it. It was wonderful. I loved it. Brilliant. Mud flood, mud flood. So that's more like the old west, isn't it? Except like the buildings are like half buried in mud here. Look, I don't know what all this rubble is here again. So I don't know the destination. I'm very sorry, but what it does show is a city street buried in. Yeah, you guessed it. So somebody sent me this Hindu spirituality. I thought it was incredible because they've linked it with the mechanism of stupa, okay, and the human body and the chakra system, but also the Antiquitech device. So I think with the temple, the spire to aspire, the altar which alters you, it probably is a microcosm. The Four Angels is a microcosm of what goes on in the intrachromatic system of us. Our chakra system. It's more of this, gantry and old tower has been exposed, look, guys. And it's not just a subframe or a shell. This is the technology, like Tesla tech. That's pretty, isn't it? I wonder what it is. Yeah, just some weird architecture. I can't think what it is actually, but perspectively wise, it's freaky, isn't it? Yeah. Nah, it's nice. That's nice. So this was passed to me also and sent this week. Just going to rotate the wrong way. There you are. Electroplating the dead, which is quite interesting. A surgeon in a major hospital in Paris has developed a method of covering the body of the deceased person with a layer of metal in order to preserve it for eternity. The drawing illustrates how this is done with the cadaver of a child. The body is first made electrically conductive by atomizing nitrate of silver onto it. To free the silver in this solution, the object is placed under a glass dome from which the air is excavated. Exposed to the vapors of the white phosphorus dissolves in carbon disulfate. Having it made conductive, the body is immersed in galvanic bath of sulfate of copper sulfate. Ooh, that made it all green, causing a 1 millimeter thick layer of metal copper to be deposited on the skin in a brilliant red copper finish. So they were electroplating the dead to keep them alive. Is anybody aware of this caper? And they experimented with children. I wonder how far they got with it. So that's the bit I just showed you. And there's a little depiction of said experiment. I wonder if that's the thing with the quicksilver. It's the biggest thing mined in Tartaria, guys. We've been looking into with the mirrors. Silver nitrate. Oh, God. I wonder if this was the thing. They were trying to make themselves eternal. Maybe Frankenstein is the clue. And that looks like a homunculus in a jar again. You know, I think this stuff was carried out, guys. You know, that is really, really a good link. We have something I'm very, very grateful. Electroplating the dead. So that I photographed yesterday of my local park in Cardiff, South Wales, and it was a sundog. And the exact same thing was shown in China on my Facebook this morning, and it was a beautiful blue sky. And you know, you can see these lines here. So that's just chemtrails, and there were so many of them. They all connected up, blotted out the sky, but it caused this really unusual phenomena. That, and I tell you what, it felt weird. It felt like cold light coming up the sun. It's fucking May, you know, scorching May, guys. Remember that? Just saying, it's supposed to be boiling. So this is an interesting little gatage. Check this out, Russian. And look what they got on here. Yeah, it's a fasces, and it's got the plasma tech coming out, the wings opposing, and the lightning. So it's like Zeus's fiery rod, but it actually shows you that Zeus's weapon for resetting is in fact the fasces. So this guy, I don't know why he's got a globe on his wall or whatever that is, but he's conjured up the devil itself. Apparently this happens. They can, you know, like Bacon could do it or something. He puts himself in a circle, all this stuff around it, a bit of salt, what have you. Comes up with a lot of stuff in a book. And then the devil buffets up in like a material form. And it buffets back out again, apparently. Whatever. So apparently this was the thing where people used to like, and probably still do, they say, that they summon the devil in and say hi, or whatever they do. Have a game of Scrabble. Rude word Scrabble. Played rude word Scrabble. B-U-M. Bum. See that? Yeah, I don't know what it means. It's just like in the film Inception, isn't it? And look what's underneath it. I thought it might be a clue. It's like a Tartarian building under here, and they're peeling back the modern city to show you what's underneath. I think it might be a clue, but I think it's a really cool picture, nevertheless. Two suns ready to shine. I posted this on my community page this morning. A bit of Masonic stuff to decipher, actually. So the Grim Reaper seems to be just a kid in this one with the scythe, and then she's in a flying chair in the air, and so is she, I think. So I've got the domage. And these have ascended a hill and gone into some sort of red brick dome in the Masonic order. And he is painting them because they're actually there in a physical form. Maybe. Well, I'm sure he could tell us more, but I can't see too much in that. My last one was brilliant. So, yeah, this was May the 4th, and this was in Brazil. And that's the moon and the sun. The moon and the sun. So the sun's moving away, or setting, moving away. You can see this much better in Brazil, respectively, because it's just better on the equator than moving away. I think you can see it getting smaller and smaller rather than, you know, thinking it might be saying. And then the moon as well. So like they're literally like there. And look at the lights as well, hitting there as well, and in there. Fantastic, that is. So close together. Worthy photograph, whoever posted that in Brazil. Oh, look at this. Florian and Paulius. Phoenician name. And is this a coincidence? Everything you were taught is a lie. And they've just like, they tell us this continent down there is Antarctica. Yeah, you know, they just make it look exactly like the human brain. They've even got the neocortex and you know, all of it, basically. Just the same. You turn that round, this bit here, even the West Antarctica bit is this bit here. So I think they could do that. They are completely evil, and that is something that they would do. So 11 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to come back. We're going to do some NASA busting next. I need a little drinkage. Visit you guys. Super smashing brave. And Chris Brown, my brother, says apparently statues are people too. Yeah. Check my post before last. I've been posting like a couple of years now, Chris, suggesting that some sort of process is going on for the elites, maybe, where they immortalize them in stone. So Moxie is here. Me Brian's. Brian. Brian. Get Mahoney. Jones. Moon and Sun together. What matter you? What the matter? Ooh. Did you see that? My camera went off then. That was really weird. Jonas, good to see you. Happy people. Tam, good to see you. Medusa. Well, we call it Medusa Tech, Chris. We call it Medusa Tech, which is fascist, if you like. You know, like a lot turn into a pillar of salt, or Medusa. If you look at Medusa, you turn into the statue. You need to have a mirror, so, or a shield, so you don't have to look at her. So, Steve, my brother. Much love to you, Steve. Good to see you. Gary, you felt them? Yeah, you want to watch that bend over? He's been following you around, mate. So you had Enoch. Good to see you. Humble Disciples. Carvan. Martin, check the song Two Suns and the Sunset by. Yeah. Pink Floyd, you having a giraffe? I mean, like I've had their back catalogue for the last 40 years. Calcifying the body. Agreed. Agreed. Thanks for that, Chris. This is fun, Tam. Like they calcify pineal glands using fluoride, which they do. So that's why fluoride's in the water. To calcify pineal glands, so we don't do what we're supposed to do. Filtering that light. That's that true first eye. Right? These two peepers, in my case, I can't see shit. Yeah. This one is fantastic. Well, you really don't want, if you're just on a busy high street, you don't want your mind's eye flapping open. Yeah, that's all right. Slamming open would be a better phrase, because it's really dangerous. You can run over, as I found. Slim Pickings. Look, I was with someone to drag me out of the road. Tam, down under in Australia land. Much love to you as well, Chris, my brother. It's fantastic. Janice, Johannes. In Sweden, I am Jan. In all of Jan, how many Johns can we think of? Jan, Juan, John, Johannes. There's a lot of Johan is John, isn't it, as well? Thanks. I'll look at that now, Chris. 2 seconds. Colorblind, Zal, Moxie. So I've said that. Okay, let's get on by here. PC Cuba, newbie, on right shift, moved up, sun and moon. You newbie, are you? And you're Zarwin. I thought it kind of looked familiar. All right, let's have a little laugh about NASA. I'm going to mute my microphone. Now, this is off of my channel, so I shouldn't, by rights, get copyrighted. Now, because of Eric's epic video that's got us all thinking about this stuff again. We'll be thinking about other stuff, Tartarian and that. It was mentioned about the limb and the ridiculousness of its thinness of 2 layers of aluminium foil with a vacuum outside. Like, if I was in a limb, okay, if I was in said tweaker's shelter going to the moon, you would be dead in seconds, because I would put my elbow or prod it. Yeah, is it really as thin as they say? Oh, fuck. I would do that 100%. So this video is in a space center, okay, in America land, and somebody's come up, right, and he's looked at this, this thing's supposed to have landed on the moon, okay, the limb, and he's said, like, how does this thing actually take off in a vacuum of space? And he comes up with, basically, he's not a scientist, he's a tour manager, if you like, and he backs it up royally. So I'm going to show you that now. It's on my channel. It is really cool bit of video. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to show you a video of a Flat Earth British channel, which is this channel. Okay, you happy? Good. Flat thumbs. Do it. Flat thumb it. Do you feel better after doing that? Just saying. Could have gone live on Martin Liedtke channel, I guess, but it doesn't matter. I like this channel anyway, and it's what it is. Anyway, so mute my microphone. We're going to have a look at some NASA fuckery, and then we're going to look at a few original NASA photographs and see if we can spot anything. Do you fancy doing that? Okay, let's get stuck in. NASA, fuck off. Doesn't seem to have any volume. Excuse me, I'll do it again.
The heat shield on the Apollo, anyway, was made up of 375,000 individual honeycomb cells, about the size of your thumbnail. Each one of those was individually filled by hand, shooting this, what they call ablative resonance. And as they came down into the Earth's atmosphere, that stuff just started to char and burn off. The astronauts were sitting there in short sleeves, comfort. Things only about 2 inches thick. Amazing part of the overall capsule itself. Let me show you what the capsule looked like once we recovered it. Remember how nice and shiny it was when we were over in Space Hall? Here's what it looked like after it came back down. That's the Columbia before they took it away from us. They've got a mock-up in there in the first seat of it. I mean, it was scorched up big time. Finally, as they come down through, drogue chute pops, pulls out 3 big parachutes, and they land in the ocean. They have, by that time, they have really perfected the ability to pinpoint their landings. So there are people just waiting for them to hit the ground, and the pararescue people don't have to take them off. By the way, the Apollo 11 guys, they didn't get to go home to mama, the kids, after that. They went into quarantine for 21 days. And they actually have one of the quarantine vehicles. It looks like a kind of like a Winnebago. What's the one that's real slick? The Airstream. It looks like an Airstream trailer. We've got one out there. So that's basically how it worked. Okay, so last 2 trick questions. You ready? Here we go. You got to be tough. How many astronauts, how many missions actually went to the moon, landed on the moon, and people got out and walked around? How many?
1. No?
No. 6. 6. Apollo 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Which one didn't make it? 13. Okay, what happened with 13? Remember what happened? Huh?
Tom Hanks messed up.
You took my line. You can't do that. They had a blowout. They had a blowout in the service module, and they basically had to use the lunar module as a lifeboat. They referred to it as their lifeboat. And that was going to be my last question. How was Apollo 13 really saved? And the answer is because Tom Hanks was the mission commander on it, right? Okay. Questions on the lunar module? Yes.
I just had a question about, I know that I've heard NASA talk about how difficult it is to get past the Van Allen radiation belts.
Mm-hmm.
How back in the 60s, and don't get me wrong, that thing looks slightly rickety.
Mm-hmm.
How did that make it past that sea of radiation, as they call it, twice?
Okay. The way they did it was through the information we learned from Explorer 1, as I mentioned to you. We had an idea where the belts are. The belts are not even in intensity. So as we came out, we would skirt the outsides of it as they went around. Now, I can tell you, as an airline pilot, we played this game with radiation all the time. Part of our flight plans, if the radiation was really bad, they would drop our cruising levels down so we weren't in that. So it's not as bad as you think, and they were able to maneuver around it. But the problem was, when we initially started, they didn't know physically where they are. And there are actually 2 belts. There's kind of an inner belt, and there's an outer belt. Does that answer your question?
It does, thank you.
You're more than welcome. Other questions? Folks, one last question.
One more. This doesn't necessarily have to do with the craft itself, but maybe you don't know this, but how exactly does propulsion work in a vacuum? You kind of need something to push off for that opposite reaction. How does combustion and propulsion work in a vacuum of nothingness, essentially?
My understanding is it does not take much at all. Go ahead. You have the answer.
Been building solid rockets for a while.
Oh, there we go. He's got somebody who can tell me.
The cone down there,
Yeah.
as the gases flow out.
Do you mind if
that's
I
what they
record?
push it. No.
Okay, that'd be great for this
As long as I don't
video
have
I'm
my
doing.
As long as the gas comes out that cone, and as it does, it expands. Because it's been, if you look inside the cone, there's a very small area of diameter. So when the gas flows through there, it accelerates. And that acceleration, then as it expands, is what pushes on the cone.
Interesting. Thank you for answering that for me. Yeah.
Don't forget that one. Okay, folks. We started with the Wright brothers, December 17th, 1903. We ended here with the lunar module, July 1969. 66 years from the first heavier-than-air flight until we put a man on the moon. Truly, I think one of the greatest stories almost ever told, actually ever told. That's all I got for you, folks. Thank you very much for your time on Moon Bus and Moon Rock. And with that, trying to say you come home and don't bring gifts back. So they come back in, they undock, they undock, right. And now they're on their way home. So on the way home, what we have left, a couple of beaches, a man module, service module. As we start entering the Earth, getting close to entering the atmosphere, we get rid of the surface module and we turn the command module around so it's coming in on the side first. And I want to show you what that is. That's what the Apollo capsules look like as they came back into the Earth's atmosphere. It's developed about 5,000 years. If you look over here now, see.
Absolutely ridiculous. They're trying to get people to believe that that was on the moon, that thing there. Yeah, I've already posted like all the nuts missing, you know, gaffer tape, gaffer tape that shit to the moon. They're just fucking nuts. And then Chinese this week with their, the rockets or their ISS thing or whatever it is, just falling. Yeah. Did you see this? Oh, you never will either, any of it ever. Let's have a look at some NASA pictures. Now, these are the original NASA pictures. I collect them. I got a few thousand. I unpacked just 2 files of about 20. They're very telling, and we'll have a look through, see if we spot anything together. Now, these images are done by a Hasselblad camera on your chest by here, apparently. Okay. On this camera, it's got all rubber bits and plastic bits, which are unaffected by heat or cold, apparently, as are the lenses. But we'll have a look, okay, because it's fun and it's NASA, and they're a right royal robbing pair. They're right royal robbing bastards, basically, taking everyone for a right ride, aren't they? So, NASA. Okay, or as I like to call them, or as Bill, NASA's, as Bill calls them. So they're supposed to be the moon, okay, and it's soft sand, isn't it? Now, if this was supposed to be dry and dusty, like because it's in supposed to be in space and stuff, why has it got a moisture content? Because this is obviously compressed down, because this is slightly damp sand. Also, the tread on the boots do not correspond to the boots they have when they get back, by the way. Different tread. So yeah, they took all this shit up in the limb, in that little thing you just witnessed there, and apparently they unfolded it all on the moon. Yeah. Okay, and what does it do? I don't know. Make sure to keep an eye out for these crosses. Sometimes they go in the back of the photograph or back of the image, which you're not supposed to, which indicate fuckery. And keep an eye on these shadows too. So there it is. So that limb you just witnessed, right? They landed it up there on a hill, and they got a satellite dish out, planted a little fucking flag, went dangerously over here and planted a thing, okay, to do shit all look like they pretend they're on the moon. That's a really dangerous thing to do if it was real. And they played golf, fucked around, drove around in their car for a bit, done some wheelies and skids on the moon, because it's not dangerous if you fall. Fuck ever. Oh, they had an automatic shovel because, you know, hand shoveling wouldn't have done it at all. You need to dig it with a concertina arm. It's an environmental test facility. It digs little holes like that one there. Wow, that's fantastic and highly scientific. Yeah, it saves an astronaut actually having to do it, put it in a little carrier bag or sample bag for later. Yeah, that probably costs about 100 million of taxpayers' money. Oh, look at this shit. So what happened? It was there, left his tread, slipped back, and then bounced by here. Or was this when an astronaut was placing it? Let's have a look at this. Is space worthy? Any wires off or anything? This is what we find. There's always a wire hanging off somewhere or other. Okay, so I'll have a little look. Oh, it's got a bit of muck on it. Okay. Well, the paint hasn't flaked or anything in this harsh environment. God, it's soft, isn't it? So I don't know what that implement is. It looks stupid. Whatever it is, it's doing fuck all. Sweet fuck all, in fact. Oh, it's dug in by there. Oh, look. Anything broke? Did they break anything on it? Wow, what a mess. Don't they use any sort of, you know, protection of these cables? They don't on the ISS thing either. They just have all the cables on the outside and the trunking. Wow, that's really bright, isn't it? Okay, so which direction is said sun coming in? Is this way, because it's illuminating the front here. You can see it, isn't it? So what the fuck's this shadow going that way? What's that shadow? Oh, I don't know. Where's the shadow of that? Oh, that's the shadow. What's this? I don't know. Anyway, let's venture on. I'm a bit sick of this Johnny Five thing now. I don't want to see this anymore. Just get on my nerves. Just check out. And they use a lot of Meccano. I'm guessing Meccano had a bit of a deal going on with Walt Disney. I mean NASA. So check this out. See if this is space worthy. See if this can actually work in space, in water. If this is water worthy. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Fucking BMW don't make these things. They're really, really shitty quality. Didn't you? What, did you reuse it from an earlier time? What's all the flaky paint got? Oh, well. That's a piece of shit, isn't it? For all that money and investment. Doesn't even look like it's there. Doesn't even look like that picture is even there behind it. It really doesn't, does it? It's like this is extreme contrast and the rest is look like just the worst picture ever. Doesn't even look like it's there. Really weird, that one. So anyway, what is it? It's a environmental moon earth thing. Let's have a look at your gloves. Right, they're caked in shit. So what's this? What's this? Some sort of gyro-y thing going on. Let's have a look under here. Let's catch these fuckers out. Wow, it's really, really good for the moon, I mean. It's really, really good HD quality pickies. Oh, there's an astronaut. So he's walked down from the image where he's left Buzz, who's watching I Love Lucy. What are them row of lights there? I do not know. Studio seating, probably. Excuse me, sorry about that. So, I'm guessing someone's taking this photograph, so I'm guessing no one's back at the limb. Oh, looks a lot bigger than I thought. He's pretending to do stuff to it. So where's his camera? He hasn't got a camera on, have he? Have a little look in his visor. Can't see who's taking the photograph, can you? See lights up here. Oh, they put a little tiny couple of 2 dots in when there's a squillion stars in the sky. Right, he's looking at you this time. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. dun. What's that row of lights there? Dun, dun, dun. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Ooh, that's nice. That's the top off of a milk bottle or something. I reckon a lot of this is like egg boxes, bits of sticky back plastic. Why is that so dirty? Why is that so dirty? Sticky back plastic, double-sided sellotape. Have to have double-sided sellotape. A lot of gaffer tape. Wow, I tell you what, if I was the clerk of the works for this fucking device, I would be sacking every single fucking one of it. I say, we're going on the moon, yo. Yeah, this thing's got like micrometeorites and stuff. They could hit it. You need to cover that shit over. Yeah, we trunk it. Do you know what trunking is? Put it on. And look at all this masonry on the moon. What did they have? An ancient civilization? In a crater. Ooh, his shadow is long. So there's the limb. Nothing going on. It looks a lonely place out on the moon. You're not in Kansas anymore. You're on the moon. No, you're actually in Kansas. I'm just saying, pretending, you know. Might not be in Kansas. It looks a bit more Arizona, but it's not a studio. England, probably. Oh, what's he got here? Scraper. He's a bit dirty. Oh, he's got, most of this is man nappy. Yeah. So I reckon they're constantly peeing themselves. So probably cold on the moon. Probably die of cold. How do they stay warm? Are they central heated, them suits? No, I'm just saying how to stay warm. This must be the most. It's a vacuum. It's a vacuum. It must be awfully cold. They haven't got coats on or anything, have they? And most of this has got like liquid inside, hasn't it? Yeah. As you know, they nearly drown, don't they? And piss. Is this a piece of masonry? Ooh, it's sort of looking like a little bit of masonry there, but it can't be because. It's on the moon. There it is. You just witnessed that. Oh, when it got back, it was gold paint. Yeah, we've magged up on this thing. There's loads of screws missing. Light shining out as well. So these are the things that caused that lift. He was just talking about the expansion of gasage. Okay? Because basically you can't have like a rocket pushing off of fuck allness. Yeah? Do the experiment in your bath. Yeah? Just try and push away. It's just... You can't, this is nothing there. It's silly. So that's the shadow of the limb. I don't know why they call it a limb. That's outside the limb. Oh, they really did get around, didn't they? Wonder how much oxygen in backpacks. Wow. It's almost like there's more than one person out there. Did someone drop a bit of explosive? Why is that burnt? It's burnt there, isn't it? Right, it's the American flag. Okay. Oh, hail, can you see our flag's made of Ali? And it blows around in the wind. 'Cause we're in Arizona. Fuck me. Holy fuck, what's the matter with these people? There's not even a... They didn't have that much oxygen to go running around that much. They must have been running around like mad people. Yeah, bumping into one another and stuff, like crazy people. So, yeah, there you are. These saved them, got them off the moon. You see how it worked? Yeah? It jets off. There's a man standing left on the moon with a camera, and there's all these psychedelic sparks and stuff. It's pure, proper psychedelic takeoff. Yeah? They did that nice for the remnants of the hippie era, don't you know? Oh, say, can you see our flag's not a tree? They should have planted more than one flag. They should have planted, all of the flags of the world. Instead of like, we claim ownership for this moon. This is our moon. I'm very afraid not. My friend GeoShifter owns some of the moon. It's weird, isn't it? It's like they've claimed ownership to these lands. I mean, them, and really nobody owns it. It's given to us by Mother Nature for us to share, and they're like, no, we own this, we own that, we own these hillsides, we own this meadow, we own this, we own that. They don't. It's ours. It's all ours. It was given to us by God, the creator of this realm, for us to enjoy, and they're just fucking taxing us on it, charging us for it. Don't even look at it. Yeah, good things are in short supply. Make sure you look at that for a very short time and hurry fucking home quickly. Yeah, don't look back. You've had your quota of good stuff for today. That looks like a bit of masonry there. It's a pure straight edge, isn't it? Yeah, that's a straight edge. Yeah. Maybe. What about them up there? 3 dots. No, 4 dots. 4 lights. And there they are there. 4 lights, 3 lights. Studio lights. I reckon there's men here this big. It's just all shadowed out and you can't really see them. That's what I reckon. So, the limb. Isn't it funny how it landed and it made a little crater in the soaking wet sand, but it didn't get a fucking crumb in the leg? Not a crumb. Oh, some wires hanging down here. That might be dangerous on the moon. Don't worry about it, though. It's on the moon. You'll get back. You'll get back into your quarantine, hornet, and talk shit with Nixon. Wonder what that does. It's hairdryer. Drop something there. So yeah, they just got all stupid shit hanging off. They're really dangerous looking, and things just lying around on the floor. It could be really dangerous. If this was a building site, this would be dangerous. What's that? Wow, they took some stupid shit up on that little thing where you could put your hole through the wall with your finger. Yeah, wonder if that's still there. Dropped his ID badge. Maybe it was there already. They're just taking a piss. Who knows? Who knows? I do not know. Hey, what's this? Is this a flag? No. It's a shower curtain. No. It's... I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's a funny flag. It's a funny flag. It's blowing in the wind as well. But it's not, they staked that one. Oh, say, can you see? Our flag's not a tree. Okay, we're moving on. There's an aerial there. Apparently, that little stick there can get a crisp, clean HD image back to Capcom. Houston, are you reading us through our little tiny stick? Yes, we're reading you loud and clear. We got some men down here who are about to turn blue. Yeah, well, that's because they're probably sniffing glue. Like they did on Airplane. Okay, let's move on. I like that. Let's have a look at that rock. Where did he put it there? Okay, let's move on because there are a lot of these images. I want to get through to some astronautage bullshittery. Okay, so they're planting aerials to get signal back to. Ooh, we're having a Hasselhoff or a Hasselback off. I was going to say. So. Dun, dun. He's put his wristwatch on his arm. Flat me, he's got some strap on that. Dun, dun. There's your mate. Is he facing you, taking a picture? Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. He's got a little aerial on his head as well, so he can talk back to the Earth from the moon, because it's only like 250,000 miles away. It's funny, like, I can't get any signal, like, if I'm up in the countryside. Terrible time getting a signal in Turkey. But maybe I should have gone on the moon for an outing. Wait to the moon for a week. Sort myself out. So, yeah, super realistic. I'm actually convinced, yeah. I am, guys. I am convinced this is a moon landing. No, I'm actually serious, yeah. I might even just go completely retarded, do a rante, yeah. Globe it right a fucking up. I'm only joking. Anyway, I'm bored of them. Let's move on. Let's have a good. Right, they come to the end. Brilliant. I mean, let's have a look at some more. That's a fuck. My language. I gotta stop swearing. Oh, it's Bunny Rabbit. That was my Bunny Rabbit. Anyway, the moon, as you've never seen it before. Mountains and craters made of cheese. There it is, in the sky. Look at these. So realistic. I can't even believe that I never believed they went. Look. It's real. No, look at that rivers. They had a nascent civilization on the moon. Yeah, they got cities. Yeah, they got telegraph poles. Yeah. So anyway, it gets stupider because they have Earthrise in a minute. And they want you to believe that this tiny little blue thing in the sky, which is so much bigger than the moon age, which should fill up the whole fucking sky in reality. So let's get past this. Earthrise. Now, this is a beautiful moment. I know it's all you flat earthers, your heart's lifting right now and you feel, oh, it's so beautiful. I'm so glad I'm not living on that fucking watery ball. Yeah? The watery testicle. There it is. Yeah, it's Earth set. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the moon. Isn't it realistic? Isn't Earth realistic? Oh, there it is in water. Oh, there it is again. Oh, it's gone. The moon disappeared. It's back again. Okay. Wow. The moon is so small in this shot. You can actually see curvature. Is that possible with something the third of the size of Earth? What would be the curvature? No, that's just stupid in itself. You wouldn't be able to see a curvature if you were on the moon. Even if it was, you were on the moon. Stupid. Okay, so here it is, right? So if you're wondering how there's a photograph of it, I don't know. Maybe it's Michael Collins floating, orbiting the moon, waiting for the limb to come back up and do a reconnection. Because outwardly of the moon, there's almost maybe 20 million cubic square feet, or miles even, of spacage. But you don't miss, because we've got 1969 technology, and these things are just going to couple up. No fucking problem. Docking maneuver, like you would believe. Look. So, is it going away? Is it coming to us? There you are, it's going to land. Dun. Oh, another great moment. Yeah. I think I might miss it. Oh, there's only 1 second of fuel left just to add tension. It's okay. I'm going to land on the moon. Get the black and white tellies ready. In fact, don't even get the black and white telly. Put a camera in front of the black and white telly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So we've landed on Costa del Moon. We've planted another aerial because we want to get a crystal HD signal back to Capcom. Oh, there's an astronaut there, but he's really far away. An astronaut. You used to have a deck chair, do a bit of sunbathing. I bet you had a wicked sun on the moon. Oh, no, it's cold, isn't he? He's trying to keep warm. That's why he's walking around. So they're unaffected by heat. They're unaffected by absolute cold, absolute freezing. None of the equipment goes stray. The machine takes off absolutely fantastically. They only have one fuck up in all of the Apollo missions, but apparently a pair of socks will do adequately as a pair of, carbon filters, whatever, oxygen scrubbers. Just ridiculous. Carbon monoxide filters, socks, get them all back. Do you know how I know it's true? Because Tom Hanks starred in Apollo movie, yeah, and that guy, he wouldn't lie, yeah. Life's like a box of chocolates, yeah. You never know what you're gonna get. That's in case you're doing a bit of mountaineering. I don't know what this is. It's a bit dirty on top. Just a hammer. The hammer of Thor. Right, this is dangerous. What would be brilliant, right, is if he tripped up on a rock and he fell forward and this thing here smashed his visor. That would be brilliant, yeah? And then he would be like, because he's in a fucking vacuum, yo. Stupid place to be. Not that it exists anywhere, really, except when they suck air out of stuff, but it doesn't happen in naturally in nature. So, you've been watching The Matrix, yeah? The one got there. What's all them lights there? Bullshit! Bum, 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 bum. That would have been a better tune. He's got a flask in case he wants a cup of coffee. So that's weed in there. He's on a bong. Got the state of his camera. Off main mom talk. Off main mom talk. He's talking to his mother. And you got to switch, so I'm not talking to mother. On the move? Really? Mother, I'm shitting myself. I could die at any second. No, I mean, I've literally shit myself. My suit stinks, mother. But you would, wouldn't you? It'd be brown alert. This is worse than the fucking trenches of the First World War. Let's admit it. These people are just going to die at any second. Yeah? Anything goes wrong, tiny little rip. And you do that scene on fucking Total Recall with Annie on Mars. Yeah? Your eyeballs bulge out. Yeah? So, nice little thermos flask. Don't know what it's doing. They should have tested some. They should have been fun, right, on the moon. Yeah, I would have like tested stuff like explosives on the moon, see how they explode. Bag of guns, take stuff and shoot stuff up there. Is that a comet? Yeah, blow shit up on the moon. That would be much more fun. Make a crater. Let's see how explosives react in 0G, almost 0, whatever it is, and a vacuum. Let's see how that shit goes down. That would be more fun. Yeah? Maybe you could actually, with an explosion, move the moon out of geocentric orbit, and it'll go away. Yeah, it's all right. They'll send another rocket outward booster behind it, yeah, and drag that fucker back. Yeah. They do that. Do anything these days. 21st century. Yeah, you got mobile phones. Anyway, let's say if there's any more magic going down. Okay, this is a part of a spaceship in space, right next to the moon, which is only over by there. Really? That looks really technical. This is in the moon. Okay. Well, we've looked at this close up, haven't we? We have seen many screws missing. If you haven't seen it, it's on my Tartarian channel. It's called Many Screws Missing. That's not. Right, let's have a look. This, it's quite moving. I can see the whole of Africa. Where's the North Pole? All right, so that's Africa. Where's Europe? It's not there, is it? Okay, where's the Mediterranean? It's not there, is it? So, that's really shit. Where's the North Pole? Behind there. Where's the South Pole? Behind there. Oh, I don't think I can bump morning. Anyway, it's getting on for 12 o'clock. It's turning nearly 3 hours. Anyway, so let's check out this. It's in space, so we shouldn't have anything wrong with it. Is that light? I hope not. I certainly hope not. That'd be really dangerous. Killing some fine American astronauts in there. We wouldn't want that happening, would we? And then frying. Or anything. Want to get them back safely so we can do that scene. Is that a screw missing? Yeah, well, we've seen it before. There is, and there. And not only that, do you know NASA? Yeah, when they had a meeting one morning, they said, what we want you to do, we're having a little collection for pieces for this now. We want you to get your car speakers out of your father's car, bring them in the morning, it's part project, and we'll fit it all on later with bits of kitchen utensils, not white ones, they notice, and they will never know because it will end up in a museum later, and they're all ultimately stupid. You do know that, don't you? Yes, you do know that. Okay. So let's have a look at Buzz. Yeah, there's in that tiny little triangle pyramid. It's 3 blokes. Yeah, Freemasons, all apparently shitting, farting, shaving, eating, other stuff. Yeah, here he is. What's he think he's looking at? Why is he so bright? It's a space. It's a space. It's dark. It's black. Why is it light out your window, bro? Yeah, just saying. Do you know what all these buttons are for? I bet you do. I bet you know every single one, don't you? Yeah. So Buzz, for all American hero. Salute. No, put your hands on your heart. Right. Oh yes. This is brilliant. Dun, dun, dun. Looks really safe. All right. Boost, cover, release. You need that space. Okay, so this is the docking thing. So this is the door where you dock into, okay, apparently, and then you can walk from limb to orbiter. Hi, Michael. How is it going up here? I was really lonely. I was on my own a lot. And you guys were on the moon. It was really lonely. A lot. What did you do? I did lonely stuff. Like what? He's all like upside down pink, isn't he? You know, he's like flush. He's flush because he looks upside down. What's all the light anyway? What's the time? Why do you need the time? You're in fucking space. You don't need the time. Stupid. So it's Buzz doing more important calculations. Are they still around in this day and age? You went bald really early, didn't you, Buzz? Don't worry. When you're a demented old age pensioner, you'll be telling everyone, and you made this up. We didn't really go. So, is this the driving seat? Wow. It's so Space 1999. Why does it look like the inside of a Land Rover? There's no attention to detail. They had no style, no carpets, no beads, no candles. Mind you, it's oxygen. would probably be really dangerous with candles, but you know, that wouldn't stop me. Capcom, this is me, ma'am. His mum, his famous mother, which is basically his life story is like a concocted story. It's not even real. So, Freemasonic. Right, let's have a look at them. You look really satanic as well there, Buzz. Yeah. And what are you showing us? Let's have a look. It's 6:20. And your Freemasonic ring. And you're doing the Freemasonic hand-in thing with your... Can you see that? The set square. There's other pictures available of him closer up. But he's doing the Freemasonic thing to tell you... See this? The sun's out the window, mate. Yeah? This is a little bang. Bollock. Is that green out the window? I think it might be green out the window. Got a camera out the window. The camera, it just looks green. So, is this the horizon? Is the altimeter? Is he like sort of flying fucking horizontally? Oh, hi. There's Am Strong. It's got a strong arm. Showing you that I got a strong arm. I'm Armstrong, like Stretch Armstrong. So a lot of buttons and stuff. I'd have to press all of them. I wouldn't give a fuck what I did though. Button presser, like pressing buttons. Button presser. So they had a little tiny mini-me limb inside, which is really handy. There it is. Oh, I feel so underwhelmed right now. Oh, where's the 30,000 satellites? No, they don't exist back then. All right, then. Have they got any satellites? No, none. Didn't you have satellites? We had Sputnik. Beep. Beep. It's going over again. Beep. Oh. Pretty undefinable, isn't it? What a crock of shit. Look at them clouds. Pathetic. Oh, we got a bit of Africa. Okay. So it's all red, Africa. They haven't got green bits on Africa. Oh, it's all red there too. Australia's probably red. They show red as well. Oh no, Africa is all red. Okay. So is this the whole of Africa on the globe? Yeah. Yes. So it's whole of Africa horizontally going east to west. This is the Mediterranean. That's the Arab boot. So where's the South Pole? You haven't left room for it. Where's the North Pole? And Scandinavia. You haven't left room for it. Okay. See. You haven't left room. Should leave room. Okay. Where's the South Pole? You can't get Antarctica down there. It's not even there, is it? You can't even show it because it's not there. Oh, no. Ooh, this is a good one. Dun, dun, dun. Any storms? No. No hurricanes? No fuck all happening. What else is happening? Dun, dun, dun. The watery ball. Everybody, well, a lot of people, not many really, no, think they live on. Isn't it incredible to think that we were once believing that we were spinning in vacuum space on this stupid thing here? This is quite good. Right, this is in space. There shouldn't be any problems. Okay, no, it's good workmanship. No, that's fine. It's only space. It's not fucking dangerous, is there? Nothing's gonna happen. Okay, that looks a good bit of workmanship. Okay, they're killing it on the workmanship. Fucking brilliant workmanship here. Okay, it's not bad. You can see they spent a lot of money on it, can you? You know, like the most money they've ever spent on any project since the Manhattan Project was Apollo missions. So, fucking hell, they killed it. They're brilliant. I'm so proud. And a speaker from the old man's car. What does it do? It's a speaker. They're not going to not listen to music, are they? It's outside. They can still hear it. I know you can't hear in a vacuum. They're not in a fucking vacuum. Dun, dun, dun. Made of Lego. Lego. Yeah, Lego spaceships. They're going. Oh, they're coming in. We're going to land. We're going to re-enter. We're not going to burn up. We're getting close. Yeah. Oh, Greenland. Greenland's there. Oh, this is really exciting. Oh, I feel like I'm blown again. Oh, what's that? Is it the White Knight or the Black Knight? What is it? Is it an astronaut gone floating? Difficult to say, isn't it? Because it's determined, and who even cares? So yeah, it's really small. It's crazy they got us all on that tiny little blue ball, isn't it? But there you go. So I hope that's not light cheeking out of there. That would be stupid. A little bit of light maybe cheeking out of there. Who cares? Anyways, space. It's not like anything would happen. It's only a vacuum. Ew. Shit, isn't it, guys? Anyway, I'm moving on. Oh, let's have a look at this. Oh no, this is excellent. I love the way they with their $1 billion a second budget, they couple up the aluminium with so tightly flush to the ring, so that no gaps would be left. Brilliant workmanship. Whoever nibbled that away with the pair of pliers that day, or nibblers, brilliant workmanship. You're sacked. Sacked. Everyone's going to die. Yeah, you can't leave any gaps. Didn't they tell you? It's in space. Oh, look, this is a nice shot. Look at all the bubbles. Space bubbles. Space bubbles. Oh, I love space bubbles. So yeah, this is the docking mechanism. It's going to go in there. Looks exactly like a speaker because that's right. Look at the gaps. Stupid, isn't it? It doesn't matter anyway. Oh, that one's fucking nailed it with that. Okay. Yeah, so the more I look at it, the more I'm actually believing that this could have happened. Yeah, I am. My judgment is clouding over. Look at all the bubbles, guys. Yeah. Ask Smelly Kelly what are the bubbles, and you know what he says? Oh, yeah, that. Oh, it's probably chips of paint. Yeah, paint chips off. Fuck me, that looks like it's in a swimming pool, bubbling like hell. Bubbles. Space bubbles, yo. It's in a big fucking fish tank, innit? Same fish tank they use in the James Bond film with the submarine. It's that fish tank. It's the biggest in any studio in the world. And they can do it in there. They've got green screens in there too. They can fit 2 submarines in there. They can fit fucking space bullshit. Whoa, look at California. So realistic. Yeah. No, Matt Powler never painted it. It's real. It's real. I'm doing a rant ad. Okay. Oh, they got 1 store. Okay. Stop the teacup. Yeah, so they're coming in to burn up. And they're going to plump in the sea. But okay, the Navy, there's Michael. Yeah, you're going to end up looking like a fucked up alcoholic later. You never nailed it at all. Look at me with my stupid lying fucking face. See right through you, spaz. Okay. Anyway, I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, wanker. Anyway, Rabbit, fuck off my wall! He's eating my shit. Right, let's have a look at Buzz. See what work he's doing. Oh, it's the same ones. It's the same ones. He's fucking about in his office. Okay, anymore. Earth shine, Earth rise. Stupid machine. More Buzz. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, I'm coming back for a second. Oh no. Oh, did I show them? Yeah, I did. Okay, then I'm going to be moving off here in a few seconds because it's nearly 3 hours. I'm just going to share this. It's my friend's site, Jill, who I shouted earlier. If you want to get CBD, this is the place to get. You'll find it linked below in the descriptions box. If you've joined late, don't forget you can get onto Amazon Kindle and you can have a little tasty pre-read, okay, of the Holy Grail of the Great Reset, which is nailed it on the title, by the way. Okay, and a little thing by Campbell there as well, which was nice. I like that. I like that. Where's Jilly's comment? Ugh. What did she actually say? I can't remember. Ugh. Jilly said, "Ooh, I got a completely different perspective on this place we call Earth. We live in a reset bubble. Our history is what we are told. The dates we live by are false. How this place works is a lie. This book allows you to comprehend how and why such a trick has been played over and over again on humanity." I feel the song coming on. After you read it, then you will never think about things the same way again. That's so true. Martin's YouTube channel contains hours of backup evidence. I can concur with that. Works on how and if to manipulate history, and you control the populace. Jilly Proof, you are beautiful, and thank you for that lovely comment. Who else? Michelle G. Can't remember it. So yeah, don't forget to have a little pre-read, and I'll be shouting when you can take pre-orders and a physical copy next month. So that is linked below in this video. 3 hours, 5 British on a Flatterday night. Got to buy both books. Yeah, and Christmas there's going to be part 2. Working on it now, and try and get out for November. So you can don't know, see how things go. It's all work, isn't it? It's just all work. That's all there is. Mary Smith, thank you very much for Flatterday night. Cram something together. It's been a really busy week, this one. We've literally smashed it on Flight of British. We've had talking about the seashells and talking about St. Michael on my last video, and Tartaria. Damien, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for all your service. It's my absolute pleasure. Campbell, not Campbell. Yeah, I said that. It's Campbell, not P. Campbell. Not like the soup. I need food. I'm going to have soup now anyway. I got Scotch broth there. Do you like that? I might have that with a bit of crusty bread. Denise Max, Randall, good to see you, my brother. Teresa, Brian. So if you're in chat now, there's 500 odd of you watching. Shout, go into chat now and I'll give you a big shout, ditch. Okay. I do birthday shouts and other stuff as well. Whatever, make people happy. Evie. Okay, good to see you. Love. Brian, I said that. Okay, Brown Eyes is there. System failure, who is Markage. Stay strong, everyone. Yeah, we wasn't not strong. Yeah, stay strong. You'd have to be not strong to stay strong. So it's just strong generally anyway. Yeah, don't fall off that strong thing. So we don't need to because we are. That makes sense. Campbell Layard. I don't know what that means. De Silva. Thank you, Michael. Good to see you, my friend. System failure. Newsflower. Much love, sweetheart. So it's not here somewhere. Dragon Sage. Mark again. Flight of British Think Tank. Great show for you, brother. Shit that one up. Had 2 seconds. It's like I said, I've just all my time's been taking interviews and all that. It's good. Good to see you, my friend. Mike, Mud Flood Adventures. Bernadette. I like that name, Bernadette. Mr. Meander. Desert Diagnosis. Good to see you, my friend. Imaginarium, the elitist kids know. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Elitist Splat. They're in Oxford, aren't they? Alva Billy. Squirrel Sniper. Ibby Shake. Buzz Buzz. Buzz Off Buzz. And, Nora. Hiya, Nora. And Bright Tucker. I said that. F. Greens. They're eating pizzas in space was fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine the mess with all the crumbs and the bits? It's ridiculous, all of me. I'm sick of it. Anyway, we'll carry on with beating up NASA on regular occasion because, just, like I said, I got a sense of real, well-being and happiness. I want to do it. I know. Sex in the Clouds. Is that doable? Oh yes, the word sex in the clouds. Yes, of course, I knew that. Right, my rabbit's going to eat my home if I don't go. Okay, Christina, good to see you. Dragon Sage, I said that. Page Drifter. Richard Lopez, my brother. Did I flat firm you? Anyway, flat firms, Richard. I'll see you there. Thanks for letting me post on your glorious bollocks Facebook. Fucking cat rabbit. And good to see you, Megan. And that's a Welsh name, that is. See how I said that? Megan. So I'm supposed to say it, not Megan. Megan, like that. Talk about Pacific Islands in the origins. I hope I've shared a lot of thoughts anyway. I will be back in a day or so when I've basically caught up with everything. It's been such a busy time, as I say. I will keep everybody informed on what's going on at Flat of British on my community page. Keep an eye on it. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. Make sure to donate if you like me. I want to help. Make sure to do all things Flat Earth British, but do subscribe to all my channels. Okay, they're below in the descriptions box. martinliedtke7@gmail.com is my email address, and it is actually already linked below. People say they can't find my email address. I'm like, well, it's like there. But there it is anyway, just to help. So, another Flatterday done. That was fun. I do love our traditional Flatterdays. Just the highlights of the week. Let off some steam, so to speak. Not take life too seriously. Not that we do any fucking way. And some furniture. So shall it be. Behold. Anyway, that's my channel, my website, which hopefully will be back. Anyway, so thank you, Kat, for all your lovely comments and wisdom. It's a glory for you to help us. Elaine Level, again on the moon, doggy. Stormy Gale here. Hiya, love. Good to see you. And George is here. Good to see you, my brother. I didn't see you there. And Rick White is here. Can't open the link to what? To what? To my website. No, the website's down. Waiting on it. That's what you're on about. Scuba Dracula. Yeah, you see them in water just now. Love that. Dreamcatcher. Flatterday. Leanne's here. Oh, Ginny, excuse me. Thank you for all you do and share. And I'm getting really tired. I am. Virginia. Good to see you. And Jenny, who's loving the mitts. There you are. For love 777. Thanks everyone. So big, much love to you guys in the Flat Earth British Think Tank. We are fucking smashing it. We are basically, the spiritual war is raging, but we won it, and we have just got to see them all on the physical plane now off. It shouldn't take long. Thank you, Kim. Bad as well. Shrooms. No, I'm just tired. I was up till late doing hangouts and working and everything else. It's just non-stop. And bookage and everything else. So much work. Roy, Jane playing good. Not that I'm moaning, because I like to keep myself complicated. I'll go off my Brian. Thank you for the link, Dave. You're a fucking gentleman, my brother. Thank you for that, my son. And friend. Jack. Soldier. Who's Matt? And Connor. Thank you for that link as well, Connor. Really, really cool. Oh no, that was Conrad, not Connor. Sorry. No, and thank you. I unbless you and I unthank you. Okay. In fact, fuck you. That's better. Do you like me now? Stop touching my Brian. Yeah, I know. I'm a Brian toucher. I know. It's bad, isn't it? Don't worry. You put it on. Laurie, good to see you. Hugs and love. So one big hug to you all. Flat thumbs. Double flat thumbs. Much love. And I'll be back in a day or two, okay? Just keep an eye on the Flat Earth British Martin Liedtke channel. I'll be back in like literally a day or two. Okay, now this is up on this channel. So thank you, everybody. Muddy Muds. I'm a Brian. I feel my Brian. I'm Brian. Darian, yeah, good evening. I'm going now. Sorry, Darian. Oh, I gotta go. Anyway, group hug all. Peace of, keep that vibration up, as I say. If you need me, martinliedtke7@gmail.com. Do not think you are alone, because you are not. Not in this community. You're never alone. There's all of us, not here, and there's thousands and thousands of us, okay? So when you're thinking, oh, fuck me, I'm alone, you're not, okay? I work on something to get us all like a website, which I've been in the process of doing. I'm just waiting on it to turn up. So everyone can talk to one another outside of chat feeds before gigs, sort of thing. Thank you, Southern Ontario Sasquatch. Playing truth to you as well, my friend. Thanks. Paddy, thanks you, my brother. Roy, DMT. I don't know why people could just randomly shouting out psychedelic properties. If it makes you happy. He's nonsense by Brian. I'm nonsense up your Brian, man. Chattage. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I fucked. Love you all very much, and I'll be back very soon. Take care. And as I said, I'm there if you need me. Thank you all. Epic Flatterday night. Flat thumbs. Happiness. See, he's just shouting out true randomly. Thanks, Steve. Anyway, take care all. I'll see you soon. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.